Look at that. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. If you're a goaltender, tend the goal. Little life advice. And that'll be great advice for the goaltenders tonight. Mike Smith for the Edmonton Oilers. Season on the line. It's appropriate. Pavel Francouz. He's had a great game. Great series in relief of Darcy Kemper. Maybe they should both get a shirt. Would you like one? Well, you can go to shopsportsnet.store for all your hat picks and dang it's. And if you're a goaltender, tend the goal merchandise. We got toddler stuff now. We got bigger coffee mugs. Very important. That's not one of them. That's a beer stein. You put beer in that. I suppose you could put coffee in it. One bite, it's biting. 2 bites is eating. Paddle Save Emporium. All sorts of stuff available on shopsportsnet.store. 32 Thoughts merch as well. But I don't make any money off that, so screw those guys. No. I don't need to tell you how important this game is. Okay? I think this is going to be a very anxious game for both fan bases. Colorado Avalanche fans going to be very nervous because strong team over the last few years, they've had trouble getting over the hump. Now, I would say going up 3-0 in the Western Conference Final is kind of getting over the hump. 1 game away from the Stanley Cup Final, kind of getting over the hump. But just because you're close doesn't mean you're there. And you got to get there. And I know they're all going to be nervous. Also, Edmonton Oilers fans, season's on the line. Every shift is do or die. Very few teams in NHL history have managed to come back from 3-0 down in a series. One that I can remember, Chicago Blackhawks, 2011. They were down 3-0 in the series. They win 1 game. They win 2. They win 3. They go all the way to overtime in Game 7, and they lose. Oh! So Oilers fans, if you're feeling nervous, I have just the thing to calm you down. We have talked about him many times over the course of these streams. If you watch my hat picks or dang it's videos, I often refer to this individual. It's been highly requested. We have a producer Drew cam that we will be able to go to during big moments and big goals. Avs goals for sure. I don't know about Oilers goals, although I think that would be way funnier. Is producer Drew available? Can we talk to him now? There's the room, but where is he? Oh, he's sweeping up. He's sweeping up in a Ryan Smith Colorado Avalanche jersey, no less. Oh, how dare you? Oh, and everyone, can we admire the playoff beard, the alleged playoff beard? I don't think you have enough merch down there, Drew. And that's me saying that. That's me saying that. That's a beautiful jersey. That really is. Biggest logo in the world. Yeah. Oh yeah. Show us the back again. Ryan Smith, the disrespect. Oilers fans, you gonna let him get away with that? You gonna let him get away with that? Producer Drew. Not only are we gonna have the producer Drew cam for big moments during these games, but we're gonna talk to him first intermission, maybe second. We're not totally sure. We don't want to commit to it because, what if he sucks during first intermission? What if producer Drew's bad? If he's bad, you maybe don't want to use him. Got your feedback last show, by the way. I am mostly better. I am mostly over my cough and cold. But I just want to, I didn't realize till just now. I just want to show you what I have in front of me. We have this giant thing of water for hydration. We've got my best brother ever mug with a tea in it called Throat Coat. Sure. And who's not inspired by quotes? How strange that nature does not knock and yet does not intrude. Emily Dickinson. That's a very good point, Throat Coat. Thank you very much for that. We got espresso because I was feeling a little sleepy. We got these taste disgusting and work. And we also got some hulls, which basically got us through the last stream. I am armed and ready. This is an elimination game. I'm not screwing around. Are we screwing around, Iggy? My dog, Iggy, is in the corner, sleeping under the Jerome McGinley pick. I have to lift up my entire computer to show you him, but I'm going to try it. There he is. There's my dog. Hello, dog. Hello, Iggy. It's named after the golden goal. There we go. Does Freege ever pick up the camera during 32 Thoughts? Ron McLean? No, because this is different. This is Watch the Stanley Cup Playoffs with Steve Dangle. Gosh darn it. We do have some adjustments to the lines. Because I don't know if you heard this or not, but there was a little commotion in Game 3. JT Compher with the game winner coming out of the box. Yamamoto's still out of the lineup for Edmonton. Evander Kane suspended for Edmonton. Big incentive for Colorado to get it done tonight because it's only a 1-game suspension for Kane. We can get to that. By the way, leave your questions in the chat. We'll have more time than usual to get to them today. Well, unless the game is like 9-8, but with Drew at the intermissions, we should have more time. Here are the lines that Edmonton is going with, and to my knowledge, they haven't gone with the vast majority of this all season long, or all series long. Leon Draisaitl, Connor McDavid, Jesse Puljujarvi. I don't remember seeing those three together at any point during this series. I feel like they played together during the regular season, not during this series. Dylan Holloway, NHL debut, if I'm not mistaken. Big part of the Oilers' future with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and Zach Hyman. I would not be surprised at all to see the Oilers go with Draisaitl, McDavid, Hyman in certain offensive situations, like in, maybe an offensive zone draw. I wouldn't be surprised to see that, but generally speaking, 5-on-5, Dylan Holloway, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Zach Hyman. Warren Fogle, Ryan McLeod, who had a great game in Game 3. Derek Ryan moved up to the third line, and then the fourth line, at least on dailyfaceoff.com, is listed as Chris Russell, Brad Malone. What? So Zach Kassian is not included among this. I believe he's playing, and the Oilers are going to go 11-7. Chris Russell obviously being a defenseman. Brad Malone and Zach Kassian appear to be the spares, according to this lineup. So 11 forward, 7 defensemen. Again, Nurse, Cece. Cece's look great. Keith, Bouchard. I think Bouchard has looked great. Kulak, Barry. If Kulak can keep his head on, he's great. I didn't like that penalty he took. I think it was in Game 2. And then for the Colorado Avalanche, there's actually, considering they're losing their second line center, which is huge, is actually minimal movement. Landeskog, McKinnon, Nichushkin. Huge. That's the first line. Lehkonen, Compher, who has been great, moves up to play with Lehkonen and Rantanen. Third line, Burakovsky back in the lineup with Newhook and Nicolas Aube-Kubel. Both those guys back in the lineup. Fourth lineup, Cogliano, Helm, and O'Connor. That stays the exact same. So second line, as minimal change as you can have when you lose your second line center. Third line, it's 3 guys who have all played in the third line in the series. And the fourth line stays the exact same. Devon Toews, Cale Makar, Jack Johnson, Josh Manson, Eric Johnson, Bowen Byram. Paolo Francouz starting for the Colorado Avalanche, and Darcy Kemper available. He's available to be the backup goaltender. Whew. That's a lot. It's a lot for Game 4. This is ultimate chaos. Throwing the kid Dylan Holloway in is, I think, my favorite storyline. There was a question that I really wanted to get to from the chat. Canadian A. First of all, wonderful name. Who will be the best Oiler player tonight and the best Avalanche player? I don't think overthinking this is the way to go. The best Oiler has to be and will be Connor McDavid. Has to be and will be. He scored less than a minute into game 3. Can he be much better than that? He's going to have to be. Who's going to be the best Av? No Nazem Kadri in the lineup. So you're probably thinking, maybe you're going to go Comfer. Maybe you're thinking, Rantanen's on the second line. Who's going to step it up? It's got to be Nathan MacKinnon, man. It's got to be Nathan MacKinnon. And here those two men are facing off with each other at center ice in Edmonton. Connor McDavid, Nathan MacKinnon, Edmonton Oilers, Colorado Avalanche. Game 4, live right here, right now on the Sportsnet YouTube channel. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends, and enjoy the show. Devon Toews gets it deep early. There he is. Nathan MacKinnon dropped it for Nichushkin. Nichushkin didn't know, and the Oilers will break it out the other way. Leon Draisaitl. Gotta wonder what percentage he's playing at. But he's got no choice but to leave it all out on the ice tonight. And if the Oilers win this game, he's got to leave it all out on the ice in Game 5. All out on the ice in Game 6, Game 7, until he can't do it anymore. Cody Ceci with the dump in. That's actually a very effective dump in for the Oilers. I haven't seen one that effective in the series, I don't think. And they get a great scoring chance out of it. Derek Ryan stopped by Francouz. One of the best right-catching goalies in the NHL. I'm trying to think of a better one. I'm trying to think of a regular right-catching goalie in the NHL. There aren't many anymore. There's Eric Johnson going in there with Fogle. Whack! Off the side of the net. I don't know if Francouz got a piece of it before it hit the side of the net. Jay Woodcroft, first season with the Edmonton Oilers, not even a full season, and not signed to next season just yet, if I'm not mistaken. I think the Oilers got to sign him yesterday. There's been a lot of talk about what they're going to do in net. Dude, prioritize that guy. The most sobering thing for me, if I'm the partial 2-on-1, Bowen Byram. Can't get the pass through, but traffic in front. Man, that happened in a flash. What I was going to say is the most sobering part of Game 3 for me, if I'm an Oilers fan. It's not that in Game 4 you're going to be down not just Yamamoto, but also Evander Kane. It's that Mike Smith was as good as he was in Game 3. I thought he was fantastic. Made some really big saves, and they still lost. This is onside. Newhook drops it. Newhook almost gets it back. Doesn't work. Whoop. Bouchard overskates it. NAK goes after him. Nugent Hopkins flips it to the right side. McDavid skates onto it. And here comes that man. Oh! Francouz with the stop. Colorado able to nice little area pass by Nugent Hopkins getting into it with Comfer. Ooh, that's a solid pop. Solid pop. Are either of them going off? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, Nugent's getting a talking to. They could definitely both be going after that. Ooh. Harrowing moment there for the Avs. McDavid driving the net. And oh my goodness, Devon Toews. If you're a goaltender, tend the goal. If you're a defenseman, don't hit the puck towards your own net. McDavid getting out there with two different line mates. I think that's going to happen all night long, and the Avalanche almost have a chance off a rebound. They keep it alive. Keep it alive again. And it looks like we got our first power play pending. Oilers are going to be going to the box here.
extra attacker on for Colorado.
I didn't see for what. I guess we'll find out in a moment. Avs might score, though. It might cancel the whole thing. McKinnon puts it on. Stop again. The play hasn't stopped. Josh Manson goes down, and it looks like we'll finally get a whistle. Yes, we will. About 3 minutes into the first period, we got our first power play coming up. It's going to go to Colorado. Zach Kassian slash right on the wrist of Jack Johnson. Oh boy, that is a really, really tough penalty for Kassian and the Oilers to take. He's saying come on, but like, dude, they've been calling that for years now. They've been calling that for years. It's right in the hands.
Woodcroft talked about a power play discrepancy. This is the 15th power play. And a shot.
Avs. Missed. Goes all the way around. They're only 2 for 14 in this series. 27 shots.
Avalanche, they're 2 for 14. The Oilers are
Makar so poised while that puck rolled on him. And here he goes. All by himself. Oh my goodness. I thought he was going to take that all the way. Sends it around. That'll free up some room.
He's got it, gives it back to McKinnon, gets it back, and
oh, good pick. I think that was McLeod there at the point. But the Avs recover. Landeskog. Oh, I thought they were going to go for the net there. He had Lehkonen in front. McKinnon winds up, shoots, stop. Hyman collects a rebound, but the Avs get it right back. On, goal! I think it was deflected somewhere in the slot, but Cale Makar puts it on, and producer Drew on the producer Drew fan cam is loving it. And why wouldn't he be? Oh, Oilers fans, boo this man. Boo this man. Producer Drew on Twitter. Boo. Makar puts it on. I don't think that touches the thing. We'll get a better look back here. Oh my goodness, what a shot from Cale Makar. Mike Smith screened by several bodies in front. And the Colorado Avalanche score their third power play goal of the series. Third power play goal in 4 games. And not even 4 minutes into this one, the Oilers, if the goals stay the way they are on the brink of elimination. Now, if you're an Oilers fan, it's got to be a nervous moment. But remember, Oilers scored in the first minute in Game 3 and lost. Scoring first does not mean winning. It helps. It's nice. Usually makes me feel better, but it doesn't mean a win. Here comes Connor McDavid! Stop by Francouz, it's still in front! Oh! Not enough pressure in front, and the Avs are able to skate out the rebound. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that stayed out. Cannot believe it. Oilers are offside here. They're going to have to skate back.
In the last 3 games where the Oilers faced
Edmonton, this crowd needs you.
2 against Los Angeles. McDavid with 3 goals.
This team needs you, I should say.
Deflected down the ice by
Francouz, why do goalies play the puck? Please stop. NAK, wow, what a pass to Newhook. Throws it around, Comfer going after it.
And Andre Burakovsky, both out with block shots off their feet. Fogle,
oh boy.
Can't get it to the net.
Fogle just allowed to walk in there. That was odd. Good pressure. Barry fans on it a bit, but McLeod keeps it alive. No one wants to go get it. I think that was a miscommunication. Oilers might be able to take advantage here. Puljujarvi, he's picked off. The Oilers get it out. Burakovsky going after it, but Barry, well, he gets it out of danger, but not permanently. Lehkonen to Burakovsky. Oh, he had Ranson in there. Not able to come out with it. Zach Hyman. Oh, screw it. I'll do it myself. Ah! Doesn't work. The one-man army looks cool. You need help. Nuge, find some help. Zach Kassian looking for a little redemption. Nuge battling in front. Wham! Ceci blocked by Burakovsky. He missed time in the series because he blocked a shot. He's right back to doing it here, minutes in to Game 4. Landeskog throws it on.
shrugged away.
Oh, McKinnon
Bounces
almost
back
got that
towards
rebound.
Stanley.
Darnell
He'll
Nurse
cover
hammers
as
him.
Nate McKinnon is
Hammers
down
him.
in front.
Well, trying to get a little spark back into this building as
Wow.
Connor McDavid's been
What a
stymied at
torrid
times,
pace
just
to
trying
start
keep
this game.
everything to the outside. Here's how you
Connor
get
McDavid's
inside. That
had
one
two
almost bounced
unbelievable
off the
drives
arm
so
of
far.
Francouz.
Oh! Oh! You've got to be joking. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends that it's 1-0 Colorado, but we will be right back. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. That's me. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. It's a big game. Game 4 here in Edmonton. Colorado up 1-0 off a power play goal from Cale Makar. Who else? Who else? Actually, Avs have quite a few weapons. There's lots of who else's. But I don't know if any of them are as good as that weapon right there. Connor McDavid. Oh, no. Blown tire there. But he fights to get it back. That was Puljujarvi. He leaned into that with his whole soul. Didn't work. What dancing from McKinnon? Rebound! That play came out of nowhere. Here it comes again. Oh! Mike Smith gave the Avs lots of open net there.
Among all players.
Whoop. Nearly too many men there for Colorado. That's going to happen a lot. Connor McDavid's going to go into situations 1-on-2, 1-on-3, 1-on-4. And we've seen it work. But can you win a game with that as your game plan? I'm not sure. Rebound in front. Cogliano gets it to the point. Whoa, Eric Johnson with the fake. Big battle in front. Lots of hacking and whacking. You can get away with some of that hacking and whacking. It just can't be in the hands like Zach Kassian when he took that penalty. Logan O'Connor! Doesn't get the shot off, and he actually gets nailed by Brad Malone there, and the Oilers will break it out. There's Dylan Holloway. Welcome to the show, kid. No pressure. It's just an elimination game of the playoffs. Third round, too. Big hit by Zach Kassian. New hook. Behind the net. Ooh, regular season, that might be a hold. Elimination game, it's definitely not. Whoa! Avs come out with it! That went off the crossbar. Looked like it might have even gone in. Listen for the horn. That either went off 2 bars or it went in. What a shot. What a turn of events. The Avs have had that lightning offense so far. Oilers with it. Nurse shovels it out. Maybe fortunate to get it out. But it won't be ice. A little over 8 minutes gone in this game. Avs averaging over a shot per minute. That's probably going to have to change. Fogle. I won't lie to you. It's one of my favorite names to say. Ooh, Byram. Ooh, taken into the end boards. Awkwardly. Opportunity for Bouchard. Hit wide. Oh, Byram again. Oh! Rantanen. I don't know about that hit, bud. Delayed call. Mike Smith out to play. It doesn't look like it. Bad line change for the Avs. Here come the Oilers. McLeod with it. Oilers were also changing. Duncan Keith slaps it on. Rebound. Stop. I guess there was no penalty on that hit.
Nice follow-up there by the Oilers, and Francouz continues to shine.
Uh-oh.
That's something the Oilers haven't done enough of, is get those.
This is a hairy game.
Rebounds have been there at times, and there was a juicy one which.
Elimination games are often low-scoring, low-event, lockdown. Ain't happening here. I believe that was a hand pass. Let's get a look at everything that just happened.
The turnover in low, and that's a quick shot.
Oh,
it was Draisaitl on that
Manson
side,
off the bar.
And now here coming in, the hard shot
Maybe
by
two.
Keith,
I'd have to see it again.
Right there on the doorstep, but
Puljujarvi did get a piece. Did get a healthy piece. Oh, Makar block shot. Francouz still has to make the save. There could have been 3 goals last shift.
Chris Russell, who played 10 minutes in Game 3, sends it down into the Avalanche zone.
Oilers, good work down low. Barry throws it on, rebound in front. How didn't Puljujarvi bury that?
Puck through the traffic.
Who got that?
Francouz out of position.
Makar. In.
Right
Rebound,
Smith,
he's got some friends.
To Draisaitl.
Draisaitl takes his time and he'll carry it out.
Into the game with 50 points from their blue liners, and have another tonight, the 13th goal by a defenseman.
Oh, what does Puljujarvi got to do? What does he got to do?
Posting up there against Makar.
McDavid with it behind the net.
McDavid a little room.
Here's that line we were talking about off the top. They turn it over, McKinnon with it. They turn it over, but they'll at least get it out of their own zone. Mike Smith has made 2 center ice passes already in the last couple shifts. Cassian, who took a penalty 3 minutes in, will draw one. And now the Edmonton Oilers head to their first power play of the game. Darren Helm ripping the stick right out of his hand. And when we come back, well, when the game comes back, we're not going to go anywhere here on Watch Stanley Cup Playoffs with Steve Dangle. But when the game returns, it's going to be the Oilers' first power play of the game. Got it. Hydrate. Got to get a little tea. Get a little Spro. Any Italians in here? I'm half. What do you call it? What do you call it? My uncle calls it the oil. I'm putting on the oil, he always declares every Christmas. And we always go, that's great, Uncle Dom. He's Uncle Dom. Who is it going to be? Who is going to be the hero that the Oilers need right now? You know your disadvantage. Avs got 12 forwards, you got 11. You were already down Yamamoto. Now you're down Kane. There's 2 top 6 wingers. Dylan Holloway's in, and I think he's going to be great. Is he great already? We might find out that he is, but it's a bit unreasonable to expect him to be the savior you need. But we're in unreasonable season. Who cares how you tie this thing up? Just tie it up. And if there's any scenario where the Oilers are going to even the odds a little bit, or at least have their disadvantage up front negated, it's on the power play. It's on the power play right here, right now. Do we have time to get to a questions? Alex says, how do the Oilers battle their way back into the series? Stay out of the box. Big time.
Just 1 for 6 is just their 7th chance.
They've definitely had trouble with that. And depending on who you ask, they would argue it's not their fault. Oh, McDavid! What a chance! Open net! Draisaitl! Rebound again, McDavid! Just play these guys 60 minutes. That's how they get back. And Bouchard! Rebound! Oh, man, there have been lots of rebounds in front of the Avs net tonight. And they keep it in. Draisaitl. Again. Shoots it on. Stop by Francouz. Rebound again. Devontae's can't clear it. You got to be careful with those follow-throughs, man. And take a penalty. McDavid comes in. Oh, boy. Oilers still holding on to it. Only 40 seconds into this penalty kill for the Avs. They got to be exhausted already. Bouchard goes wide. Nuge comes up with it, though.
Saturday in a 2-2 tie just before the Avalanche struck for the game.
I think this is... Oh, never mind.
Off the
shot. Francouz bumped.
Draisaitl up with it.
Hyman battling in front.
Bouchard to the middle, kicks it back to Draisaitl. Watched by Cogliano.
Man, he's right in front of Francouz. He's doing a great job. And oh no, an errant pass. And 45 seconds to go on this power play. Mike Smith, whoa, way out to play it. Avs do change their personnel though. And they'll throw it off the glass. Tyson Barrie being chased. 30 seconds to go here on this Oilers power play. Boy, they were getting worked in the shot column. They are rapidly catching up. McLeod with it. He fans on that a little bit. And then Eric Johnson does the exact same, but the Avs are able to get it. No one home for the Oilers. 10 seconds to go here. Oilers won't have any time for a power play goal here, but they can gain the zone. And they do. Wow! Oh, stopped by Francouz. A little bit of interference there behind the play. You're going to be able to get away with a lot, I think, in this game. Just not everything as we have seen so far. Is that ice on the Avalanche? No. So the Oilers and Mike Smith definitely thought it would be. Oh, we got a blown tire. Oh, Jack Johnson gets to it in time. If you're trying to figure out who I'm cheering for based on my reactions, the answer is chaos. It's very obviously chaos. 7 minutes to go in the first period. Shots 10-9 for Colorado. Score 1-0 for Colorado. Ooh, yeah, you're offside, bud. You're offside. You're offside. We'll get a face-off there. Already sucking wind in this game.
Why Bet365 is the world's favorite sportsbook.
At the tail end of the power play, good play by
you can't see it on the cam. I don't want to create work for the producers, but producer Drew is watching this entire game standing up. He's there you go. He's just watching this entire game, standing up and swaying back and forth. He didn't even know he was. Yeah, check the pulse, buddy. Check the pulse. Yeah, why don't we have you wear a heart rate monitor? Why is it only me who gets the is he gonna die meter? Is there an Avalanche fan astronaut we can get to make a video for Drew? Big juicy rebound in front. Okay, you asked how are the Oilers going to get back in the series. More of that. More of putting the puck on from absolutely anywhere. But there needs to be someone there to pick up the rebound. Because the rebounds have been there all night so far. That's 10 shots for the Oilers, and I wonder how many of them have led to a rebound. And Chushkin dumps it in. Smith out of his net again. Oilers have 3 defensemen at all times. Sometimes it helps. Sometimes it doesn't. Francouz out to play it. Oh, there it is. Fooled the cameraman even. McKinnon battling Cody Ceci. He's got no help, though. Landeskog arrives. Lehkonen arrives. This might be a little sustained pressure. Oh. I think the puck, puck went into the stands. Draisaitl was looking for it.
So in the later stages of the first period,
oh my God. Like, if you're an Avs fan, I get cheering for the sweep, but this series rules. The hockey rules, the pace rules, the chaos rules. And I'm glad you're here enjoying it with me on Watch the Stanley Cup Playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Hi. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Let's get to some of your questions. James, should Kane have gotten more? So I tweeted about this. And every time something happens, like Evander Kane's hit, we, hockey Twitter, the hockey online community goes into a death spiral. So first and foremost, we look at precedents. we look at similar hits from the past. And I'm here to tell you the NHL does not follow precedents, except for when they do. Because sometimes they do. They go, here's one thing, here's another identical thing. This guy got 2 games, this guy gets 2 games. See how easy that was? See how easy that was? But then there's the opposite. And some Oilers fans very justifiably were like, I don't remember who it was, but there was a player on the Ducks, hits Connor McDavid from the behind, cross-check into the back, in a dangerous spot, into the boards. Very similar to what Evander Kane did to Nazem Kadri. Wasn't even a penalty. Now, wouldn't you rather it be a penalty? Like, but if you're an Oilers fan, you go, yes, I would. But it wasn't. So why then is our top left winger not available for this game? Or top winger who doesn't play center. Why is the top goal scorer in the playoffs suspended when it wasn't even a penalty during the regular season? We go into this death spiral, right? And we got an icing call here for the Oilers.
Probably would have been a lot sooner to see Dylan Holloway.
You know, I don't think suspensions, or generally I don't think suspensions should be based on if a guy was injured or not. It should be the intent of the act. But then, like, that's in the regular season. I feel like that applies more in the regular season. In the playoffs, context matters. And now the Avs are without their second line center. What happens if the Oilers win tonight and Evander Kane comes back and the Avalanche don't have Kadri because he just got surgery on his thumb today? If it's the regular season, I have a hard time seeing Kane getting less than 3. But it's not the regular season, is it? So he gets 1. And we'll see what happens. Wham from Kulak. Avs collect it. Choo-choo train. All stops. Fighting off Cody Ceci. Ceci's been real solid all playoffs long.
Before he ever scored once in the regular season.
There's another example of the Avalanche frustrating this top line in the neutral zone. Neutral zone's been the biggest problem to create the offense for McDavid and Draisaitl.
Avs gain the zone. Smith gloves it down, and it'll be a D-zone draw.
Download the app and see for yourself why Bet365 is the world's favorite sports book.
What a game so far.
Host Angeline Tetoeo celebrates black artists and their music on the block.
Where does everyone keep getting these giant Oilers chains?
Or any time on
They're cool.
CBC Listen.
I really like them. D-zone draw. Nugent Hopkins. In there, is that Darren Helm? Is this the 4th line? It looks like it. Yes, it is.
But it's now 7 times where they've surrendered 2 or fewer.
Oilers have to scamper back to get it.
And that is a big reason why they're on the verge here. Out at center ice, Ryan. Or excuse me,
Hyman carries it in. Nuge fires it on.
Hyman was called down in a penalty.
Jack, what on earth? Eric Johnson had Hyman down on his bum and then proceeded to not move. And that bizarre play led to the Oilers having the puck, which led to the Avalanche taking a penalty. And it's Eric Johnson. Here, let's watch this whole play. What happened here? Is that where the penalty was called?
And here's that last power play. Just a different technique here by the Avalanche. Forget
I
about
guess.
the guy in front. Let the goaltender only have to deal with one. We saw in the Makar goal on the
we're looking at the power play here right now.
That battle in front took away the eyes
Hyman taking away the eyes of Francouz.
See here if there's any adjustment from an Oiler perspective.
Not a great shift there from Johnson.
Any change at all from the Avs. I doubt it because it was fairly successful.
Eric Johnson, that is, not Jack.
To be able to see the puck.
And the Oilers, for the second time in this game, with exactly 4 minutes to go, have a power play. God, that's so satisfying. 4-0-0. Oilers win the draw. Bouchard with it at the point. Floats it on. There's a rebound in front. How many times have I said that tonight?
Draisaitl,
Bro! And
unable to come up
another
with a
rebound.
And
Francouz, stop. What happened?
What do we
Oh,
got here?
Francouz doesn't have a mask.
Helmet came off
You need
of
those.
Francouz, so that is a time.
How'd
We
that
saw
come
Mike
off?
Smith lose a glove and no
Did it
whistle
come
on
off
that, but
honestly,
when
or
the
is it one of
helmet
those
comes off,
oopsies?
it's immediate. Here's
Let's
the
get a look.
one-timer from a
Draisaitl.
hits him right
Oh,
on the
nope,
chin,
that's
right
honest.
down
That
the
hit
bottom
him
part,
right in the
snapping
face.
His strap, you can see the one on
And
his
you can
right
see the
side,
strap
so
come
he
loose
just
at the
gave a little
back there.
flick of the head and the mask came off, and that gives him time to recoup, start all over again.
15
Pavel
seconds gone.
Francouz. A lot of talking.
Francouz,
A
one
lot of
the
talking on this Oilers power play.
unlikely Stanley Cup heroes so far. He's won
Smiling,
5
loosey-goosey.
consecutive postseason games.
Well, you got Darcy Kemper as the backup.
I'm
tonight,
sorry.
too,
I'm
so
sorry. If you're an
obviously
Oilers
he's in
fan,
a
how can you
position
not
that
feel
he
good
could
about
be
that?
Playing, but hard to take out a goaltender who's given you the last three
Win or
games.
lose, this Oilers
The
team is
first one
different
in relief and
than
then a
in years
shutout and a
past.
win on the road in the other two.
And I'm liking
Draisaitl and
the future of the Oilers.
digging in
Of the
on
Oilers.
this face off to the right of Francouz.
Outside of a couple really old guys, you basically got a bunch of guys who are prime, entering prime, or young.
Connor McDavid back to
Skilled and young.
Bouchard. He's
Bouchard!
shot, and that sailed high.
You can tell I love saying his name. Whoa, Francouz has no idea where it is. Makar comes out with it. And Cogliano will take it for a little skate.
Gets a shot on
Oh,
and he has to eat that.
He actually
Smith
put it in afterwards,
makes the
too.
easy
He
stop on
backed
Cogliano,
that
but he
puck
bobbles
off
it.
Smith's
Has to cover it up.
glove, and it went right in the back of the net.
And that's an ozone draw for the Avs, which is huge. Huge for them on this penalty kill. Oh, McDavid batting it, hit the side of the net. Makar winning that battle with Hyman. There have been some excellent battles in this game so far.
Oilers start out and
Every year when a team wins the Stanley Cup, I think the wildest part about it is they were in the playoffs for 2 mons. Oilers gain the zone. McKinnon gets it out. He's in a race with Barry. Shoots! Stopped by Mike Smith, and we're not even halfway through this Avalanche penalty kill, and they got their second ozone draw. Tyson Barry, former teammate of Nathan McKinnon, did a pretty good job of making sure the situation didn't get any worse than it was. If McKinnon... Oh, that's O'Connor. Sorry. Their numbers are so similar. And he skated with... I was like, man, Barry's doing a really good job keeping up with McKinnon. Whoops. If he goes low and there's a rebound kicked out in front, oh, that's a great play from Darren Helm. Do the slapper. He does, just like he did to win the St. Louis series. Ozone draw number 3 for the Avalanche. This penalty kill is going great for them. Power play going poorly for the Oilers.
A shot in, stop on front of the net. I can't remember many a power play where you
Man, Mike Smith lives on the edge. Even that 10th of a second where the puck was loose, I'm just like, nah.
Shots on this Oiler power play.
McLeod on the draw.
Darren Helm, by the way, with 14
So Connor,
career
a.k.a. McKinnon.
Now
Duncan Keith. I don't know if he meant to send that deep or if it was an errant pass. I think it was an errant pass, and the Avs will simply clear it. Smith out to play it, but it doesn't get to him in time because of the trapezoid. And the Avs take the puck back. Uh-oh! Oh, Josh Manson almost screwed that up. Here come the Oilers. McLeod enters the zone. Gets it deep. This penalty's almost over, but the Oilers have the puck in deep. Josh Manson doesn't have very long to clear it. He does. And the penalty has expired.
Not the power play the Oilers were looking for. Really no chances, and
Avs controlling the puck. Shots very even. This has been a very high event first period. It's kind of miraculous. It's only 1-0.
Rantanen with Burakovsky and Lehkonen.
Burakovsky in front. Oh no!
Shoveling it, Smith down. Puck loose.
Avs still with it.
And now
Burakovsky.
Shot,
Rebound.
That's
Oh,
good.
Byram almost
That's
gets that. He's down
With
in the net. Literally in the net.
in the vicinity.
Again, the D just activate every
Mike
single
Smith had
time,
that under
sliding
control
down
and
the back
accidentally
door.
kicked it loose.
That rebound was there for Byron Smith.
At least I think it was him.
Here's
Here comes
McDavid.
McDavid. Zoom.
Shoots it wide.
Saw where he was putting that shot. It goes wide, though. Oilers lose the zone. Really unfortunate. That looked like a great chance for them. Cece gets it deep. Uh-oh. Giveaway. Oilers with it. Under a minute to go here in the first period. Oilers looking to tie it. Draisaitl. Nurse. McDavid. Draisaitl. Oh, Cece. Chooses not to shoot it. Gets it to Hyman, who puts it high and out of play. What a game so far. Oh, that was Lehkonen in front. Rantanen almost gets it. Oh, how doesn't Byram get that? And oh my goodness, the way he bent.
Quick turnover, but it's the stick of
Hyman, I think that must have gone off a stick because that was sent into space. Oilers kicking the Avs up and down the ice in the face-off dot. I don't know what you call that, but the Avs come out with it. Uh-oh, Chris Russell loses a real. There was a rebound right there for Darren Helm, but he doesn't get to it in time. Makar drives, shoots, rebound. Puck squirts loose. I definitely thought there was going to be an Oiler there, but there wasn't. 20 seconds to go here. Smith doesn't know where it is. Finds it. Chris Russell. Oilers kill some time there. They'll have time for a chance potentially. No, they'll just get it deep. Makar skates it out of danger. And after one period of play here in Game 4, the Colorado Avalanche lead 1-0 off a Cale Makar power play goal. He almost gets his second here. My goodness. Oh, there's that goal. Seeing eye shot. And if the score stays the way it is, Colorado Avalanche advance to the Stanley Cup final. And the Oilers go home. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Now, we got an exclusive. Drew-tive. We got an interview here with producer Drew. How you doing? You turn your mic on.
Yeah, it's on. It's on.
There you go.
How you doing?
Good job. I'm enjoying the game more than you, I think, because you stood there like Ken Dryden the whole time.
I think my thumb's like broken because there's like a slot at the top of your broomstick. I don't know if people know at home. There's like that little slot. I don't know what it's for. I guess to hang it on the wall. My thumb's been inside of that the whole game, and I'm just leaning my entire body weight on my thumb, and I'm just like, why is my thumb sore? And maybe it's Nazem Kadri syndrome.
I was about to say, it's just solidarity. It's solidarity with Naz. What have you, Drew, the guy, been going through outside of this series? Because I know you're dealing with a bunch of injuries. You just hurt your thumb. I know you got a big welt on your leg. You got a disgusting toe. What happened?
Yeah, so we just played in the provincial Ontario ball hockey tournament, and I blocked a shot with my leg, took a slash off my toe, and it was one of those dark blue nails, and I was like, what should I do with this? And you recommend, you're like, place a pin in it and something, it like squirts out, I don't know, relieves the pain. And I was like, I'm not doing that. So I was like, that sounds disgusting. So I decided, let's try and cut it off. And that didn't work out so well either. So yeah, it's a pretty mangled foot right now, to say the least. The
use of the word squirt is very upsetting, Drew.
Apologies to the chat.
So upsetting. We do have we do have questions from the chat. Before we get to that, just general thoughts from the first period so far. A goal early on, and What do you think?
Yeah, I mean Manson hitting that crossbar was huge. I was very excited. I thought he was gonna score there, but I mean the Oilers came hard in the second half of that period. The Avs were hemmed in pretty bad, and Francouz stood on his head there at the end. I mean, taking one right off his head, literally.
Yep.
I'm actually shocked the Oilers didn't tie it. It looked like they were going to, but that PK, it performed well. That last PK, 3-0 zone draws. Too bad you can't win any of those faceoffs, but I mean, great kill.
What do you think of these rebounds? Frankie's stopping them, but there's a lot of loose pucks in front.
I will say at least he's more composed than Mike Smith, right? Mike Smith's just an adventure. Every time the puck goes on net, I'm just like, oh my goodness, like, is he going to play it this way? Is he going to cover it? Is he going to go behind the net? Is he going to go between his legs? Is he going to kick it out with his skate to somebody? Any shot on Mike Smith is a goal scoring opportunity in my mind.
I need to know this for my own mental health. Do you ever mistake Nathan MacKinnon for Logan O'Connor like I did?
I do actually sometimes, just because he's got that same power stride. But I mean, once you see the second gear that MacKinnon has, you realize pretty quickly that it's not O'Connor. That's when you were like, MacKinnon. I was like, that'd bring a breakaway if that was Nathan MacKinnon right there on the penalty kill.
Well, that's what I thought, but I went the other way. I was like, wow, Barry's really fast.
Yeah. I heard, and I was like, I was just shaking my head, and you couldn't see me, but I was shaking my head at you, and especially that wrist shot. I mean, MacKinnon's wrist shot's like probably at least 3 times as hard as O'Connor.
Well, and he had a man if he shoots low and gets a rebound. That's the difference, right, between the superstars and the other guys.
Yeah, Mike Smith, easy glove save, and I was like, if that's MacKinnon, that's no easy glove save. Even if it is the exact same shot, it's a lot faster.
Yeah, you got to put that low. We do have questions from the chat, and I think this is a good one for people who don't know you.
Sure.
Jess asks, how did Drew get into the Avs?
I think I told this last time I was on the Leaf stream with you with that glorious 5-4 comeback, was it, in overtime? Yeah, that was a pretty fun game.
Leafs were up 4-1 this year.
4-1, that's it. Yeah, third period comeback.
They blew it.
Great game. But when I was a kid, they won the cup in '96. Yes, I'm pretty old. I'm sorry. And my mother bought me a Colorado jersey. It said the Stanley Cup champions, had the Stanley Cup Finals patch on it because my brother was a big Leafs fan, and me and my brother didn't get along very well. So I was like, I'm going to cheer for somebody else, and the rest is history. I remember playing foot hockey at recess, and I was the only one wearing a Colorado jersey against all the Leafs fans, kids, and I think I liked being the different one. I think that's just why I like being the guy not cheering for the Maple Leafs.
See, Colorado was really popular when they came into the league. One, because they were really good, but also like any new jersey, I feel like is popular. Like you saw a lot of people with Kraken and everything.
Vegas was more popular than the Kraken, though. I feel like when Vegas came in, everyone was on that.
100%. Well, that's the shiny jersey. That's the cool logo. That's the fact that they're Vegas, and I'm sure lots of people are like, I've been to Vegas. I have the right to wear this. Not as many people are like, oh yeah, Seattle, I've been there. You know,
that's true. I do have a story to tell quickly though. 2001 when we won the cup. When we won the cup, like I'm part of the team. I had a blowhorn, and I didn't know because I was a stupid kid that when blowhorns are actually like acid. So I was like blowing it around my house when they won the cup against New Jersey, and I put it on my wrist and I blew it. 3rd-degree burn, went to the hospital.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I would just simply never do that.
Third degree is the not bad one, right? Or is 1st degree the not bad one? I don't know how it works, 1st or 3rd, but
I think the 3rd is really bad.
Okay, so it's 1st degree then. Whatever the not so bad one is, but like I was a kid celebrating the Stanley Cup win, and it was like, burn. I don't know why. Like, who puts it on their wrist and blows? Like, what was I doing? Yeah, it didn't make sense, but yeah. When you're 11, you do stupid stuff. 10. When you're 10, you do stupid stuff.
I brought up the popularity of the Avs because at my school, my elementary school, I guess from 1996, we would have hated you because we that summer spring we were all Red Wings fans because Chris Draper
noted diver, yeah.
No, wow. Because my question was going to be, so being an Avs fan, answer for your crimes.
I don't think Claude Lemieux did anything wrong. I think Chris Draper was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and he tried selling it, and he got hurt selling it. Good sell job, though, Chris.
And, he sold it so well that he went and got a plate in his face, and it was a fun story for him to tell. He's
a method actor, Steve. He's a method actor.
Yeah, well, he brought the cup to Scarborough back-to-back summers after that, so I think Chris Draper came out on top.
He got the last laugh. But Oilers fans also calling Kadri a method actor. Now he's got thumb surgery. So,
Ooh.
yeah.
Uh-oh. Full heel. Full heel. What else do we got? Oh no. Okay, so I do the LFR videos after every Leafs game, so that stands for Leafs fan reaction. Patrick asks, what's a secret Drew can tell us about the LFRs? So you edit them. You started that this
secrets. Year. Steve hums music to himself 80% of the time when he's not talking. Is that a secret that people don't know? I don't know what it is, but he's always got a song stuck in his head. I'm always like, oh yeah, there's Steve singing, there's Steve singing, there's Steve singing. Oh, what song is it today? Oh, Milkshake by Gwen Stefani or whoever it sings, or Missy Elliott.
Khalees, how dare you?
Oh, what? I don't know. But yeah, that's usually one of your go-tos. But yeah, you're usually humming something in between takes.
I don't even realize that I do that. That's hilarious. Hawken, how does Drew stay up so late for the LFRs? Man, I felt really bad a few times this year.
Yeah, especially with a baby now, it's more difficult. But coffee, the answer is coffee. It's simple. I mean, don't sleep very much during the week, but the wife is a nice lady and she lets me sleep in on weekends, so I catch up there.
You nap though, eh? Like you're a good napper. I'm not a good napper.
I suck at napping. I need to be like pitch black. I don't know how people like people are like, oh, it's daylight, I'm just gonna fall asleep on the couch. I can't do it. I need like blackout blinds and like straight like silence. I can't sleep with music. People like white noise. I can't do it.
My wife likes the white noise machine. That was something she got used to when we had our kid. But I hated the advice. Just sleep when the baby sleeps. After about a month of hearing that, I was like, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
That's the free time when the baby's asleep. I'm just like, yes, I'm gonna go play video games for an hour or something.
Or like pay bills or like go to we have no food in the fridge.
Honestly, the wife does all of that for me, so I would be completely useless if she was gone when it comes to paying the bills. I'm just like, oh, you paid the bills, thanks. Like that's my job.
You pig.
She's amazing. What can I say?
It's because you're working all the time.
Exactly.
There was a good one. Where did it go? Okay. Solution says for both of you, what's the best stadium food? I feel like you'll have a far more diverse answer than me because I've never been to an NFL game.
Yeah, I mean, NFL game, the food's not great at the game. It's the tailgate, like the burgers from the fans and stuff. Like I was a Bills season ticket holder, as some people know, and you walk around the parking lot and people are just like, you want a burger? You want some pulled pork? You want some of this? And you don't need to spend any money. You can be fed and intoxicated by the time you get into the football game because people are just handing stuff out to you. So if you ever want to go to an NFL game just for the pregame, it's worth the ticket price just because everything's free.
We're just taking stranger meat sandwiches.
I guess, but I mean, that's what street meat is in Toronto too, is it not?
Diesel dogs?
Yeah, exactly.
Diesel dogs? I was like, what? I always thought it was a cute name, and then I was like, why do they call them diesel dogs? And someone's like, oh yeah, because they just like bask in gas fumes all day. And I'm like, I don't think I want a diesel dog anymore. Diesel dog's
not a term I've used or heard in my life. It's always been street meat.
They're both really bad. Yeah. Hot dog will do. I think I know the answer to this. This question is for me. It's who do you want to see? Or do you want to see Hyman or Kadri win a cup first? Now, for me, your answer is obviously Kadri, so I'll give you a different question. But for me, it honestly doesn't matter, and I mean that honestly. I love both of those guys, not just as players, but as guys. They were both very nice, very cordial. When they
Who did you appreciate more when they were Leafs, though?
Both guys brought something to the team that the team didn't have in abundance. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Kadri was underrated, and we got to see him develop from a very young age. Hyman took a little longer, and less was expected of Hyman because he wasn't a top 10 pick, right? Until he joined the team, and every year everyone thought he was overachieving. And then we realized he was overachieving every year, and he was just doing all the work that none of the other guys had to do. You know what I mean?
Do you think they missed him this playoffs?
I think they missed both of them.
Well, yeah, obviously, but I mean, if you had to pick one to be on the team, you probably pick Hyman to be on that top line in place of Bunting, or do you want Kadri as your third line center? Like, it's a tough pick if you're a Leafs fan.
Oh man, well Bunting was hurt. Kadri's the third line center. I think he might have been second line center and had Tavares go to the wing, because that's going to happen eventually. Or
Those
one
are
of them.
fighting words.
One of them would be playing the wing. But here's my question, because we've now had some time. What trade is your favorite? The Duchesne trade with him leaving Colorado, or the Kadri trade with him coming to Colorado?
That's tough. I mean, I don't like players that don't want to be here. As you can see, Duchesne's my least favorite player in the league right now. When you ask out of a team, I'm just like, and then I want to make the playoffs or whatever his quote was, and then he misses the playoffs with Ottawa the next season. It was like, good for you, and we made it, I'm pretty sure. Mm-hmm. So that was fun to see him go, and he got Byram out of that. It would have been nice with that Ottawa's first overall pick if it was actually first overall, but then do you take Jack Hughes there? I don't know if, I think it was Nico Heischer's draft, or Heischer was the Makar, so it was Jack Hughes. So I don't know if they would have taken Hughes, but Kadri, obviously his playoff performer besides last year when he got suspended. But yeah, so Kadri, I'd say, has done dividends because he's a huge reason why they're in the Western Conference Finals right now. So, but I mean, so is Byram. So I don't think I can pick one of the two. They're both amazing deals. Honestly, favorite trade, Devontae's for 2 second-round picks, because he's a 1A defenseman on most teams in the NHL, and he's our second best defenseman because he's unbelievable. I like there was leaks that it would have been both Makar and Taves together on Team Canada's Olympic roster if they did that.
Oh,
that would have been unreal to see.
Lots of Lou Lamoriello ties there. He's the guy who did the Taves trade, and if I'm not mistaken, he's the guy who signed Kadri to the deal he's currently on, paying him $4.5.
Right.
Oh my God, what a deal! How much time we got left until we got to go back? Couple more minutes? Okay, good. That's perfect. Snow, what's Drew's favorite Avalanche moment?
Oof. I mean, outside of the best call in NHL history, where it's Raymond Bourque with the Stanley Cup hold. I'm trying to think of a good one in recent years. Honestly, when Tyson Barrie scored against the Blues, and it was a win or go home game 82 of the regular season, I think it was 4 years ago. And he kept the puck barely in at the blue line, smashed a clapper. It was the game-winning goal in that game to book a spot in the playoffs for the Avs, and that was a huge moment in recent memory. But I mean, there hasn't been a lot of good memories besides Game 7 losses in the second round recently for the Avs. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, this year Darren Helm's game-winning goal with 5 seconds left, I'll remember that forever.
Losing in the second round, I would kill for the privilege.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we were called the Leafs of the West for the last 6 years. I was just like, why? How did we get this label? What about the Sharks who just lose every year, or anybody else? But yeah,
I am sad. And I think these two questions can be combined. Daniel says, "Who's your favorite player growing up?" And Farm says, "What's behind Drew?"
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Super Joe was my favorite player. That's me and Sakic in that picture. You can't really see it, but he's autographed that picture. There's no ordinary Joe. Sakic Nordique jersey autographed by Joe. Team Canada when they won the gold medals. I got the newspaper covers. Yeah, I think Sakic is pretty obviously my favorite player. Now he's the GM, so he hasn't left the franchise yet, and I don't know if he will anytime soon.
Oh, Sakic. Yeah, love that from Salt Lake. Producer Drew, you'll be staying with us for the show, but my goodness, what an interview, sir. What an interview.
Thank you. I mean, hopefully I get to actually celebrate more with this broom later. I'm sorry, Oilers fans, but if Edmonton comes back, then we will see you in Game 5. But maybe you'll see me in the second intermission. Maybe you won't. We'll see.
I don't have an opinion on how this game goes. You go be biased somewhere else. Producer Drew,
fair.
Everybody, what a guest. What a guy. We will be right back here on Watch the Stanley Cup Playoffs with Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, and tell all your friends. That was producer Drew. What a jerk. Am I right? Am I right? Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Alone at last. Click like. Click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Now, that was a lot of Avs content. I know. But right now, we got a little bit of both. Avs, Oilers, second period. Apologize, we missed a little bit of time there. That would be my fault for going long with the interview. Also Drew for being long-winded. It's like, shut up, man. Mikko Rantanen with the puck. Coughs it up. Here comes Draisaitl. McDavid challenging. Oh, an errant pass. Avs back up the other way. Even if they don't get a scoring chance out of this, it's worth it to get it out. Oh, great keep from Eric Johnson. Can't believe he stayed onside there. Byram on. Ooh, wide of the net. Draisaitl airmails it, and here comes McLeod. Love this guy's speed. He's impressed me more and more as the series has gone on. Maybe he'll be one of the heroes for the Edmonton Oilers. Draisaitl on the Oilers bench, just reeling. What happened on this shift? Let's look. Draisaitl battling for the puck. And he collapses. I didn't really see what happened. Did Makar's stick go under his skates? I don't think so. I mean, we know Draisaitl's battling something on one of his, I think it's his ankles. Oh, opportunity! Warren Foegele in front.
And inspirational. Derek Ryan on it. In behind the net, Foegele trying to come out in front. And
Foegele again.
blocked by Byram.
Good shift here from the Oilers' third line.
At the line.
Wham!
That shot
Block.
high.
Rebound. Oh, that's got to be a penalty.
Gets up and gets the
That's textbook.
Ryan did some jousting in front.
Are you cracking down on cross-checks or not?
This third liner.
That's absolutely a call on Byram.
He's had some good shifts
And
here.
Oilers fans, if you complain about that one, you have my full support. And now it's a 2-on-1 for the Avalanche.
And the pass broken up there.
Not able to get a
Solid
shot on.
defensive play by Kulak.
If the Avs score there, it's anarchy. Comfort wide. Avs still hold the zone. This should definitely be an Oilers power play right now. Mike Smith stops it. O-zone draw.
Well, after that long shift
A little bit of after the whistle shenanigans. I wonder if we're going to get another look at that. Burakovsky, there's that 2-on-1 stopped by Kulak. Aube-Kubel picked off by Mike Smith. Oh, that's a dangerous play.
He went for the poke check. It almost went off him and back in. He was
When in doubt, go potato bug.
that one and get the whistle.
That's what he did. Nugent Hopkins on the draw. Comfer.
Last time Mike Smith was in the conference final 10 years ago.
Duncan Keith in the third round of the playoffs again. Ooh. Awkwardly handled there by Mike Smith. I don't think he's hurt. I think he just bobbled the puck a little bit. Let's take another look. Aube-Kubel. I just think Smith was trying to make sure there was no rebound. And we get another O-zone draw. And to me, this is still all from that non-call on Byram a couple minutes ago.
Nugent Hopkins waved. So Hyman will do the honors.
Nuge kicked out of the faceoff dot. Hyman in there. And he wins. I don't think he's played a game at center his entire NHL career, but he's a very capable faceoff man. He took a lot of faceoffs in Toronto. Oilers still haven't cleared it. They finally do.
Johnson stands up Hyman.
I saw it was floated by Mark Spector,
Bouchard with a stretch and
the idea of putting Hyman at center. It's not a crazy idea. I think it's a crazy idea now.
breakout attempts.
They really are trying to stay aggressive.
Like mid-third round of the playoffs. You'd have to be in pretty dire straits. Oh, new hook! Stopped by Smith. Maybe his best save of the game. NAK in there. Oh, new hook. Was changing. Puck right behind him, and he didn't know. Hyman going in after it. Francouz gets it out. Oh, my God, what a pass. O'Connor with it, shoots. Up and out of play.
Well, Jared Bednar felt that his team just had to continue to play the aggressive.
I can't believe my dog's been just sleeping
throughout these playoffs. And look at
screaming my brains out.
Just standing up and creating some bad passes, some
anyway, what I was saying, man, it's good save. The idea of Zach Hyman playing center, I believe he played it in college with the Michigan Wolverines. I don't think he ever did with the Toronto Marlies in the American League. I don't think he ever once played center with the Leafs. Took a lot of faceoffs, just never played center. If you want to try something like that in the regular season, I say go for it. But mid-third round, that's tough. I don't think that makes much sense. Oh, Brad Malone, big hit from Josh Manson. He's come into the series and been a factor. Woo! Stopped there by Mike Smith. Again, giving the Oilers a chance to win. I know not everyone is the biggest Mike Smith fan, but he gave him a chance to win in Game 3, and he's doing it again here in Game 4.
To the non-stop action in casino and sports.
For the day's top stories and in-depth coverage of the issues that matter to you, tune in to Canada's best national newscast, The National on CBC and CBC Gym.
Ozone draw here for the Avs. Nathan McKinnon out there.
Third and fourth line spend both shifts in the offensive zone. That's how you try to get a little momentum going.
One of the best points per games in NHL history as it stands right now. Absolute beast when it comes to the playoffs. It's a mystery how the Avs couldn't make it out of the second round until this year with a player like that. I guess you could say the same thing about the Oilers. But here they both are.
This McLeod line has been one that's spent some time in the offensive zone and had a pretty good forecheck going.
Avs get it out, but they give it right back to the Oilers, which the Oilers will gladly take. Lots and lots and lots of time left in this period. Although the shots, I didn't realize, were 6-0. The Oilers don't have a shot on goal yet.
Recover to get that to Burakovsky, and got an Oiler slow to get up. Puljujärvi.
Oh.
Right near the
Why did Smith fall down?
bench.
I think he might have backed into the goalpost there. Shots now 21-12 in favor of the Avs. It's happening Game 2, happening Game 3. Where the Oilers let the Avs pull away when it comes to shots. Ooh, McDavid taken down. No trip. Everyone in the building wanted one. It's finally back up. Goodness, does not look comfortable.
But he knew he had his forwards covering from behind, and that was the collision that knocked
McDavid uncomfortable is still one of the best players in the world. Same with Draisaitl, as we've learned in these playoffs. Oh, Draisaitl down. What happened there? He's leaving it all on the ice. Jesse Puljujärvi has left the bench, according to the Sportsnet broadcast. Got to see what happened to him as well. The Oilers have, I don't even know how many healthy forwards left. McLeod playing great. He's got to play even better. Nugent Hopkins playing great. He's got to play even better. Zach Cassian, been a factor in this game. After taking a penalty that led to the Cale Makar power play goal, he's actually created quite the fuss in front of the Avalanche net, and he's drawn a call of his own. Cogliano with it. Helm. To the point. Avs working around. Mike Smith gloves it. And we get a D-zone draw. The Oilers have been dominating the draws in this game. So Mike Smith not worried about taking those at all. There's Puljujärvi going down. Not really sure why he went down the tunnel. We'll see if he comes back. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends, and we will be right back. Here we are. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Hi. Click like. Gosh darn it. Click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Oilers fans have told you. If you click like, it means goals. That's how it works. Except for game 2. It didn't work in game 2. But that's how it works. Holy Moses! What was the 50-50 in Edmonton? $4.8 million? Almost $5 million? Can I get one?
Advantage Colorado the second period in this series.
Gosh. Okay. Apparently they really like the 50-50 in Edmonton.
The Flames in the second, but a different story here. Colorado's outscored Edmonton 8-2 in the
Edmonton with it again. Ooh, hammered behind the net. Oilers, I mean, if this is it for the Oilers tonight, they're leaving it all on the ice. Derek Ryan comes in, shoots, stop. There's a bucket down on the ice. I didn't even see whose that was.
Gets it to Vogel. Taken away by
great play from Eric Johnson.
Former #1 pick overall, bounces it
Logan O'Connor, a.k.a. Nathan McKinnon. He kicks it away from himself. Long pass for McDavid. Spins. Feeds. Oh! How isn't that a goal? The Oilers have had so many close calls. Not all of them even resulting in a shot on goal. Here's another odd man rush. In they come. And they score! Zach Hyman. Zachary on the attackery. And the Edmonton Oilers tie it. I told you the Oilers might go to this big line at the beginning of the night, didn't I? We got the producer Drew fan cam. Avalanche fan, he's devastated. McDavid. There's the spin from earlier to Hyman. The Draisaitl with them. Avs get it out, only for it to come back the other way. Draisaitl feeds Hyman. What a move! Loves to go forehand, backhand, and it works on Francouz. The Oilers are in it. Game 4 is tied at 1 goal apiece. What a play, what a goal. And the fans in Edmonton are on their feet. Every single one of them. So much game left. So much game, what a pass. Going home. 8 minutes gone in the second period. Ooh! Oh, that I don't like this. I don't like that from Cassian. Both players are hurt. I understand why he's mad. I think Cassian's hurt, and who's that? Landeskog? It looks like he's hurt too. What happened? Just a really awkward battle. Cassian definitely in discomfort. I can understand why he's mad.
Cassian reacted immediately. The arm was right up.
I'm not saying I blame him. I'm just saying it's not nice.
But that for Colorado
does that make sense?
A bad sign. Their captain down and hurting.
Landeskog, who played.
Is he going to go down the tunnel? Is Landeskog going to go down the tunnel? What a turn of events that would be. Jared Bednar. Quite the poker face there. Let's see what happened. So Cassian upset because he got a bump either with the hip or knee of Landeskog, carrying him forward into the boards in a dangerous position, and I totally understand. Landeskog goes down in a heap. I didn't see how he got hurt. But he didn't look comfortable at all. In fact, he was the last guy to get up out of the two. Are we going to get a power play out of this or any penalties? Nathan McKinnon seems pretty upset. We got a hold on Landeskog. Let's get another look here. Watch the little bump. He just sort of gets both arms around him. And again, I didn't see how Landeskog got hurt. And Zach Cassian took the penalty that allowed the Avalanche to go up 1-0. But that's now his second drawn call of the game.
Had a little trouble getting on
And now,
track. No
just
bigger
moments
time
after
now to
tying
get
it,
the game to a higher level and try to get
the Oilers have a
one-goal
chance
lead.
to take the lead on the power play.
Hyman from Draisaitl and Nurse
The
tie.
Avalanche
Now
with their
they
captain
go
in
to
the
power
box.
play to break the tie.
Wham from Bouchard.
Off Cogliano and back out.
Producer Drew, he's not even swaying. He's going sort of forward to backward, not side to side.
Here comes Connor McDavid.
He's, oh man, how you feeling, bud? He can't talk back to us, but I'm sure he's,
Bouchard.
yeah, he's melting down. He's melting down right now.
Now down
Nuge.
McDavid behind the net.
McDavid dancing with it. God, he's fast. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Circle back.
Holds it. Holds it. Holds it.
Take
He
two.
still got it. Hands it off. Draisaitl.
Long look. Bouchard.
McDavid literally circling the ice like a
Right there
shark.
along with Cogliano.
He's terrifying.
Makar and Taves. And
Helm.
Bouchard fires
Whack!
high. Keep him.
Oh!
Net.
There was
And
a
a
rebound there, and I thought that was going to be Hyman's second of the game. Draisaitl with it again. Floats it on. Hyman collects it. Nuge takes his place in front of the net, and they switcheroo. Draisaitl to McDavid. There's a terrifying sentence.
Stopped and started.
McDavid with it. Ooh.
Survey from that side. Give way to Draisaitl.
Nuge
Nugent Hopkins back
to
across.
Draisaitl again.
again.
Bouchard!
Francouz
Stop.
turns that aside.
Cogliano goes for it. He loses that race to Draisaitl, and that has to be a slash on Cogliano. He slashed Draisaitl so hard his stick broke.
And a pass broken up, but kept in at the
Oh,
line.
and the Avs aren't able to clear the zone because Cogliano doesn't have a stick. McDavid attacks him. And Taves gets the puck out of danger. How isn't that a 5-on-3 to the Oilers? It essentially was for a moment there. Oh, very dangerous pass. Doesn't work. And is that going to be offside? How isn't that a 5-on-3? Oilers fans, I'm with you. There's two calls you definitely should have got. The Byram cross-check and that slash from Cogliano. The proof was all over the ice. What do you want? What do you want? That's got to be one of the most terrifying moments in Cogliano's career. Oh, Devon Taves picks off the pass. Golden opportunity for the Oilers. 12 seconds to go in this Oilers power play.
Copper's going to come out.
About halfway through the second period. What's the conversation?
Just one shot for the Oilers on this.
Got to imagine it's Woodcroft wanting the slash there.
Their third of the game.
And the Avs drive it down the ice.
Tyson Berry ahead.
They'll kill this penalty off.
Flips it to the near
But the
side.
Oilers get it in
Unable to
deep,
get on
and the
back.
Avs clear it.
Landeskog
The Avs clear it.
back out.
Landeskog back out on the ice.
The Avalanche
Doesn't look any worse for wear. Wonder what line they'll get out there to answer after
Flip it in.
that big penalty
Landeskog
kill.
on the ice. Cassidy
Landeskog
goes
in the
over.
corner.
Played along the boards, and here's Nurse.
Avs give it away! Oh boy, big stop in front
Cassian
by
behind the net.
Josh Manson, I believe.
Finds McLeod. Back to Cassian. Try to return it to McLeod, and Johnson
Avs clear it.
dumps it down the ice.
This game rules. Well, the Oilers
Just over 9 minutes remaining here in the
getting
second.
outshot. What was it? 5, 6, 7, nothing. Mike Smith knocked Burakovsky's stick out of his hand. Oilers were getting outshot 5, 6, 7, nothing. And wow, have they answered back in a big way. But it's an icing call. Zach Hyman. Big Selly. We've seen so many of those in these playoffs. Only 1 year into that deal, but I would say worth every penny so far. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends, and click like. I know I just said that, but I'm just going to say it again because you're not doing it. And if you don't click like, you're a bad person. No. Cthulhu. Which coach are you most surprised got fired? Okay, I'm going to say Bruce Cassidy. who got fired today by the Boston Bruins. I don't know if you saw that news. He's even more surprising than Barry Trotz, because at very least the Islanders were not good this season and missed the playoffs. What has Bruce Cassidy done other than be a really good coach for a team that always makes the playoffs and often wins series? Like, the Bruins didn't win a series this year. Should they have? Were they expected to, based on the roster they had? I'm struggling to see how... Listen, if you're going to fire a coach, there needs to be a plan there, right? Either the coach has got to be bad, this isn't working, so we got to get rid of him. Or you at very least need to be convinced that you have a coach of the future lined up, and our team is going to be better in the short and or long term if we get rid of this guy. I don't understand how the Bruins get better by getting rid of Bruce Cassidy, unless they're all of a sudden in on the Barry Trotz sweepstakes, which to me, based on what I've heard, would be surprising.
For an extended period of time.
Sure sounds like he's going to Winnipeg. We'll see. Mike Smith, what's going on? He's a very dramatic goalie.
Adjusting something in his eye, or was a longer
terrifying man in many ways.
Getting that hair out of the way to try to be able to see the puck.
Oilers get a deep. I'm not sure Francouz knew where that puck was. Avs managed to clear it though. Will this be another ice? Yes, sir. Oh no, it won't. Okay, sure. Avs come out with it. Lekkinen. Burakovsky, Rantanen. Bit of a new look line here.
Nugent Hopkins trying to get it out. And now Smith will take charge.
Smith out to play it. Lots of confidence in Kulak there. Oilers aren't able to clear the zone though. NAK.
Takes over. Now JT
Comfer.
Avalanche get fresh players on the ice here.
Oh, walks the blue line. What a play! What a shot! What a save from Mike Smith. Josh Manson holds the line for the Avs though.
Who has the Avalanche goal.
On from McCarr. Rebound in front, Comfort! And NAK had a golden opportunity there.
McLeod trying to get out.
McLeod
Stopped up at the line.
almost draws a call. I think the Avs are offside right here. I thought the Oilers cleared the zone. Doesn't matter, they're about to.
Line with an offensive zone time. They've been a real...
I sure flirted with the blue line there. No, you hang up. There's a lot of no, you hang up going on there. 7.5 minutes to go in the second period. We got a tie game 1-1. Avs with an opportunity to make the Stanley Cup final. Oilers fighting to keep their season alive. If you're a goaltender, tend the goal for Pete's sake. Avs with it. McKinnon to McCarr. Settles it down. Behind the net, Landeskog. Oilers, Avalanche being a little too picky here. And the Oilers will break it out. They say, go ahead and be picky. We're going to fly in. Hyman. Bumps. McDavid with it behind the net. Gets it to Draisaitl.
McDavid around, and Darnell Nurse is there. Has an assist in this game.
Oilers got the Avs skating around. The Avs look exhausted. Shot behind the net.
And he'll check into the Oiler bench.
Oh, good poke there. Mike Smith has to come out and play it. Fresh bodies on the ice. Nurse has to dance around a little bit. Get out of the way of Rantanen. Oh, Devontae's bobbles it a bit. Wonder if this could be something. Oh, something maybe for the Avalanche as Lekkinen pokes it ahead. But it goes the other way. We got a little bit of fire wagon hockey here. Zach Kassian. Bit of a wild pass, but the Oilers still come up with it. Kassian with it behind the net. Out to the point. Wham! Doesn't go anywhere near the net. Either fanned on or deflected. Kassian with it behind the net again. Pursued by Taves.
8 years ago as a member of the Avalanche. Former 4th round
Fogle.
Avalanche draft.
In front for Black! Oh! Blad, in front for Blad.
The former Colorado Avalanche.
I got a little excited there.
Well,
there's Blad.
The offensive zone, work hard behind the net. Fogel gets it to the front.
After almost scoring the go-ahead goal for the Oilers. Tough break for Blad. Hockey makes you say words that aren't words. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends, including your friend Blad. Dash, thoughts on Kyle Connor winning the Lady Byng? The Jets are a pretty nasty team. So it's funny to me that the Jets have the Lady Byng winner. Every award has their weird tendency or weird way that it's decided upon. The Jack Adams is the, hey, we thought your team was going to be worse than it ended up being award. Daryl Sutter won it. Did you think the Flames were going to win their division? No, you didn't. The Selke is not necessarily best defensive forward. It's best defensive forward who scores a lot and is also named Patrice. Kyle Connor, though, it's the Lady Byng, I think, is best player / highest scoring player with under 10 penalty minutes. I'm going to 15 with under 15 penalty minutes. This is why Kyle Connor won the Lady Byng. 47 goals. Previous career high was 38. 93 points. Previous career high was 73. 4 penalty minutes. That's ridiculous. He's only had over 18 penalty minutes once. Dude. That's ridiculous. So thoughts on him winning it? He deserved it.
Hyman alone to tie this game. That's something that they've really been trying to establish, and it's been a tough one as Colorado's.
We're back here with 5.5 to go in the second. It's a 1-1 game.
To go here in the second. McCarr directs traffic. Got McKinnon on the move. Up at center off the stick of Nichushkin.
Oilers have had a hard time getting sustained possession with the puck in this series. They've done a much better job here in the back half of the second. Hasn't necessarily led to an abundance of shots on goal. Led to a goal, though.
Up that left wing, McLeod unable to handle it, but they force it out.
Avs can't hold the line, and the Oilers almost broke out with numbers.
There for Edmonton to flip it in.
Hyman in the corner. Oh! Josh Manson taking in hard. I didn't think it was dirty, just unfortunate, and he bounced right back up to the surprise of most people who saw that hit. Good Lord. Oilers, big line attacking. It's Draisaitl, McDavid, and Hyman. Oh, and Draisaitl is down. Draisaitl is down. He's missing a glove. Can barely get up off the ice. What happened there?
To the Edmonton bench.
Lehkonen battling. Draisaitl still not even off the ice. He just got off now.
On the heels of probably his fastest skating,
and it's hard to say he's done because that's basically how he's ended every shift of this series. Fogel in for it. Hyman sends it wide, but Fogel collects. Fogel drives to the middle. Great play. Duncan Keith. Stopped by Francouz. McCarr doesn't have a stick.
McCarr's upset. He had a stick.
Play is stopped, and I think a penalty is coming. Oh boy, we got a lot to review. Draisaitl's in agony. Agony. Cale Makar very frustrated because he didn't have his stick. Helm. Ooh.
Took him a while. Take your guess at what's ailing. We all know the
I mean, that didn't look out of the ordinary, did it? I think it was more the way Draisaitl went down.
And the whistle never should have even happened. That rebound was there.
And I'm not even sure what the whistle was for. I was just too busy concentrating on Draisaitl.
So the Oilers have lost Puljujärvi in this period. Started the game without Kane.
He's just doubled over. I don't know what the problem is. I don't really have a good read of what happened. Did the broadcast say anything that I might have missed? Because again, I can't hear the broadcast.
Cassian, and there's Holloway trying to break after the
Yeah,
puck.
hard to hear. Yeah, obviously we're focusing on this stream. It's all good, but Draisaitl on the Oilers bench. We'll see if he stays there. There's only a little over 3 minutes to go here in the second. Maybe Draisaitl's done for the second. And he comes back. Oh, we got a breakaway for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Scores! Scores! The Edmonton Oilers take the lead late in the second period. And Aaron Bass leads to a breakaway. And Nuge makes it 2-1 for the Oilers. Producer Drew in shambles. Oh, I don't even know what he's saying. I'm sure it's all swear words. That was a pass to Devon Taves that was nowhere near Devon Taves. Logan O'Connor not looking like Nathan McKinnon there at all. And Nuge with those first overall pick hands puts it past Francouz. Draisaitl in agony can at least muster a celly. What a play. It happens in a flash. The Stanley Cup playoffs, baby. Who doesn't love them? Right now, maybe Drew. Oh, McDavid! Feeds Hyman, and oh my goodness. That was almost 3-1. Here comes McDavid again. In front, where is it? Up and out.
McLeod and Hyman were both parked in front. Well, I mentioned before,
bloody
how many times in this series
pandemonium.
the Avs have been able to be the ones that counter with another goal. Well, this time it's almost the Oilers.
Hyman shoots.
Hyman in again,
all off the bar.
And then McDavid with the nifty little pass.
I was wondering how that stayed out. Apparently that red hunk of metal.
3-4 times in this series, the Avalanche have come back.
And it is loud in Ed money right now. Draisaitl still doubled over.
With a goal in tight.
They have the lead on 2 straight, and they're looking for their first 2-goal lead out this series.
I obviously don't know what's going on in the Oilers bench. But you got to think Draisaitl's done for the second period. And may come back in the third. Sorry, I'm laughing. Because if you heard that grunting behind me, it's my dog scratching himself. He's a associate producer. Avs break in with it. New hook. Manages to hold on to it. That's a good hustle. Trip? No trip. Kulak with it. Avs haven't really looked that dangerous for a while, eh? Oh, is that going to be a puck over the glass penalty? Josh Manson and Zach Kassian.
Who's not accustomed to making those plays to try to get it up and over.
Manson saying I'm ready for it.
Big hit on Manson earlier, which is why those two are going after each other. Came right flying in, got him on the numbers.
That was a hard hit from Kassian on Manson.
The whole way. At the end of this shift, though, it's Kassian putting.
Kassian's been a big factor in this game, and he's got to be. He's got to be. No Yamamoto. No Kane. And if that's a puck over the glass penalty, then Zach Kassian drew that. He won't get credit for it. It is a puck over the glass penalty. That's the third power play the Oilers have gotten off of Zach Kassian and Alex Newhook in the box.
4th power play of the night. The last one, the least dangerous. But the ones in the first period generated some chances.
Avs win the draw and get it out.
Keep an eye on
Zach Kassian, once again, it bears repeating, took the early penalty to put the Oilers on the penalty kill. Avs scored. Since then, he's drawn 3 calls. Hyman blasts it. Doesn't go in. Nuge hands it to McDavid. McDavid's still with it.
At the point. Leon
Draisaitl's out there.
Now Cogliano lost his
And he's
stick,
moving.
get it back in pursuit of McDavid.
I can't imagine what Draisaitl's playing through
Gives it to the captain.
to still be in this game.
Barry across, Draisaitl up high.
Dry at the point.
McDavid, Scott
On! Scores! The Edmonton Oilers, with a minute, 6 seconds to go in the second period, make it 3-1. Connor McDavid with the snipe. And do we have the swear words cam on? Oh boy. That is, if this game continues going this way, we're going to see a lot of the top of Drew's head. Oh boy, this is tough.
Just get the puck into the top guy's hands. Good patience down low, up high.
Let's get another look at what happened. Draisaitl playing a different position because he can barely move, and he gets the primary assist off a Connor McDavid goal to put the Oilers up 2. The guts of this team are unbelievable as the Oilers go up 3-1 with less than a minute to go in the second.
McDavid gives the Oilers their first 2-goal lead with his 10th.
And just what a release point there. He had his head up the whole way. As a goaltender, you're trying to get inside that head, and is he going to pass? Is he going to go to Hyman on the
I was
back
doing
door?
so well.
Instead, he just
But if Draisaitl can stay in this game, so can I. I'm going to have a disgusting lozenge. Excuse me.
154 points for McDavid on the season. Last player.
Avs have spent an unbelievable amount of time in their own zone. Such a high event first period. It's just been getting lower and lower and lower. When something happens, it's the Avs. McKinnon gives it away. Fogel, he's got a guy. Can't get it through. Pass to Eric Johnson, shoots. Stopped by Mike Smith. Sharp save.
Oilers want to preserve a 2-goal lead heading to the dressing room.
Fogel gets it out and deep. What an airmail pass to Zach Hyman. Stopped by Francouz. 20 seconds to go here in the second period. Avs dying for something, anything right now. Really lacking that offensive pop without Nazem Kadri. But they had it in the first. Where'd it go? And the Edmonton Oilers will take a 3-1 lead into the third period of this Game 4 do-or-die game for the Blue and Orange. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What an end to the second. Hyman gets the Oilers on the board. Nuge on the breakaway. And McDavid on the power play. 3-1 Oilers after 40. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. I think my dog actually just made an appearance on camera. He's scratching himself right now. There he is. There he is. Where are you going? Where are you? I was just introducing you. All right. We have some intermission entertainment. Actually, it's a little recap of what we saw in Game 3 right here on this stream. And then when we come back, maybe a more subdued producer Drew. I guess we'll see. I'm always paranoid when they show the lines. Whoa! Oh, wow! Already a goal! Connor McDavid! Less than a minute in! Who needs 12 forwards when one of them is that guy? First shot of the game. Pavel Francouz coming off a shutout, and McDavid says, not tonight. Hyman sets him up, and in the blink of an eye, I think he makes about 16 moves, shoots and scores. Look at his pew, 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 snipe. Disgusting. It's like the Avalanche are starting the game down 1-0. That happened so fast. Wow. McCarr just keeps that onside. Under 2 minutes to go in this 5-minute major. Oh! Amazing pass. McKinnon can't bury it. Avs put it on. Ooh, there's another tricky stop for Mike Smith. He's faced a lot of rubber so far. McKinnon again, pass! Oh, they can't get it through. Oilers doing a great job in front. And Hyman chips it out. Is he going to have a chance for a break? Cale Makar fights him off. Holy smokes, what a skater. Oh! Fantastic pass, good shot. Doesn't go in. 30 seconds to go here in this 5-minute major. New hook again.
Can't barge through. Pass back to the point. Nobody home.
Avs flub it.
So Keane gets set to return.
Dying seconds of this 5-minute major here. It looks like, whoa, never mind. I'm not going to talk too soon. Byram stopped by Mike Smith. And here comes McDavid. Picks it off. Oh! Stopped. I think that was by Helm. Evander Kane out of the box like a bat out of hell. And it's Kane, McDavid, Draisaitl, the big line after the kill. They still have it, but they're not in a dangerous position at all. Reminds me a little bit of what the Oilers managed to do to the Flames, where the Flames had so much ozone possession. Whoa! Oh, it squeaks in! That's in! I didn't even see who shot it. I don't even think they meant to shoot it. Valerie Nichushkin, the choo-choo train. And the Avalanche tie it. What happened here?
A quick shot now, right.
He floats it on.
There, the deflection, and
I think it goes in. Is that off of Chris Russell?
From being down and up, it goes right underneath his arm.
Oh no! Squeaks through Mike Smith, who's been having such a good game. Oh, it wasn't Chris Russell. It was Darnell Nurse. Darnell Nurse accidentally bats this into his own net.
Look at that, right underneath.
Goes through Mike Smith and in.
To the back of the net.
Oh no! Such a good period for the Edmonton Oilers. But because of a misplay, it's now tied. We're on the road. We're playing a good game. We just tied it. What are you doing? And here come the Oilers! I don't think that went in. That was right on the goal line. Eric Furlat, number 27, emphatically saying no goal. We're obviously going to get a replay of this. Zach Kassian insisting. Oh, I can't wait to see this. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's right there. Oh, my goodness. It doesn't get closer than that. It does not get closer than that. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Ah! Cleared off the line. I didn't see the Avs player who did it. It was Kulak who threw it on. It's squeaking through Francouz, and it's Bowen Byram, I believe. The hero for the Avalanche right there. The Oilers again. Pulley Harvey. Passes Barry. Oh! Oh! Unbelievable that the Oilers didn't score there. A couple amazing saves from Francouz. I don't even know if he was looking. Oh my goodness, snake bitten the third line. Absolutely snake bitten, and here come the Avalanche. Oh, this will be a heartbreaker if the Avs score, and they don't. Mike Smith with the save, and he is very slow to get up. McDavid in there with Derek Ryan, but it's Darnell Nurse who gets the shot. Stop.
Back the other way as it opens up here in the
Avs going back the other way. Mike Smith looks to be, oh dear. He looks very uncomfortable. Icing is the call. So the Oilers are forced to keep Connor McDavid out there. Oh no. If you get icing called against you, but Connor McDavid is on the ice, did you? Huh? Feels like that rule isn't a punishment when he's on the ice. Avs put it on, rebound! Nichushkin again! This time he scores on his own! Off the rebound! And the Colorado Avalanche, less than 5 minutes in to the second period. I made fun of the icing, but I tell you what, the Avs win the faceoff, the Avs put it on, they get a bounce, and they get a goal. Mike Smith doing his best, but follow the bouncing puck. That's a tough one. Going the wrong way. What a shot from Nichushkin. 2 goals for that young man. Less than 25 minutes in, and the Avs are up 2-1. We'll see what happens. 30 seconds gone here in the third. Good pickoff by Draisaitl. Here he is walking the line. Oh! He fed Cody Ceci, and he was so close to getting a shot off there. There's Evander Kane. He gets picked off. Kale McCarr is going to take this thing for a walk, but Evander Kane's staying with him. McCarr with the moves, though. Chushkin on hat-trick watch. Byram puts it on. Rebound for Lehkonen. How? How on earth didn't he score there? He'll have an opportunity to do it again. Oh, I thought he was going to go to Comfer. He doesn't. Blown tire, and here come the Oilers with numbers. 2-on-1, 3-on-2, however you want to read it. Great defensive play by Eric Johnson. Can't clear the zone. Rebound. Puljujärvi. Bodies all over the ice. Duncan Keith. Into the corner. Very early on in the third period, Oilers already with great chances to tie this thing. Zach Hyman behind the net. He's got to be a big part of this comeback. Byram misses it. Nugent Hopkins comes out with it. Bouchard on. Stopped by Francouz. Rebound, though. Puck still loose. Nuge. Oh, boy. If they don't score here, they might draw a penalty. That was almost a hook there on Comfer. Bouchard keeps it onside. Lehkonen. Duncan Keith, look at the Oilers go. Great passing. Avs still can't clear the zone. These guys got to be exhausted, and the period just started. 2-1, Colorado lead. But Mike Smith, sometimes laboring Mike Smith, and the Oilers' penalty kill have been fantastic. But they got to find a way to solve the Colorado Avalanche. And just like in Game 2, the Avs pulling further and further away in the shot column as the game goes. That trend can't continue. Oh, Mike Smith that's a great stop. I believe the 40th Avs shot of the game, and there's 12.5 to go. McLeod scores! What a rush! What a shot! What a game! He's had a fantastic night. And the Oilers tie it. Just like that. See, I like my strategy. That's all me. I said they need to shoot, and then he shot it. You see how he did that? Look at the speed. Oh, and they're going to look at offside. Are we allowed to celebrate goals anymore? I genuinely don't know. I think that's going to count. McLeod, what a snipe on Pavel Francouz. And folks, we got a tie game in Edmonton, don't we?
A few moments later.
Intravenous. Oh, what a stop! Bouchard, goal clear. Avs penalty is over. JT Comfer fighting for body position. He gets it. He's going to have a break. He shoots. He scores! Oh, my goodness, what a turn of events! JT Comfer trips Leon Draisaitl, sends the Avalanche to the penalty kill. I can barely talk. Oilers faithful, getting loud for their team.
Once again, it will be the 29s.
46.1 seconds.
Oilers win it.
Can they tie this game? The clock's not even going. Clock's not even going. What a play at the blue line for the Avs. How much time is left in this game? That clock has to be totally wrong. Picked off in the neutral zone. The Avs get the empty netter.
And it will be
McDavid,
6 consecutive road wins.
Not happy. So many great performances in this one. So many great moments, some not so great. That'll be talked about ad nauseum for the next 48 hours. Nazem Kadri. Will he be back in this series? Or at all in these playoffs? Evander Kane. Will there potentially be a suspension? Will Kailer Yamamoto potentially be back? Will Josh Archibald potentially be back? regardless of who's healthy, will the Oilers choose to go with 11 forwards and 7 defensemen again? Lots and lots of questions. But at the end of the day, the Edmonton Oilers need something really, really special. Really, really special down 0-3. It's happened. It's happened before. Teams have come back from down 0-3 in a series to win. More than once, as a matter of fact. It's happened. They need something truly special and truly exceptional to happen. And why not the Edmonton Oilers? Because they have some truly special and exceptional players. Colorado Avalanche. Pretty good. Pretty good. But you see how hard they have to play to beat the Edmonton Oilers. They ain't going to give game 4 to you. Hello, everybody. Sorry, I always know when my commercial played on TV because everyone gets really upset about how close I am to the camera. And I do not apologize. I'm going to get even closer and closer. I'm going to make sure you can count my nose hairs. Anyway, who would want to watch that? Thousands of people get wrecked. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. And speaking of get wrecked, let's bring producer Drew back on. Noted Colorado Avalanche fan, producer Drew. What happened there, bud?
Yeah, that was not a good second period there, Steve. You can see the wardrobe change, hopefully for good luck. I swapped the Ryan Smith out. I thought maybe that was too trolly. Maybe that's bad karma, as they would say. But yeah, not a good period overall. Power plays, just giving away too many dirty plays. Landeskog with that trip, hold, hit from behind. I don't know what you want to call it, but could have been 3 different penalties there, but I think they called the hold.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a good period for the Avs, but great period for the Oilers. And Draisaitl, he must have 3 legs because I don't know how he's still playing.
I have no idea. No idea. He's in agony every time he goes to the bench. More concerning than taking the penalties is the Avs completely dried up offensively as that period went on. What happened in your view?
The penalties just slowed them down, and it seems like the Oilers are clogging up that the zone entries. They're not getting clean zone entries, so they can't set up. They're not cycling very well. The Avs live and die with shots from the point and having their defense activate. And they weren't doing a very good job in the last 15 minutes of that second period, or the Oilers have figured out how to slow it down at least. But I mean, they're still getting the shots. They were still dominating the shot clock in the first half of that period. So maybe it changes, but it's going to be tough to come back in this one. And I know you really, really love overtime. So let's see a triple overtime game. How about that?
I think the most we've done is we've done 1 or 2 double OT games, I think, ever in the watch a whatever game with Steve too close to the camera.
Hey, question for you, Steve, quick.
Okay.
Hang on. Besides me holding this weird award, it looks like I won an award, like we said. I'm seeing in the chat people calling me unpatriotic because I cheer for the Colorado Avalanche. Is it like a necessity if you're Canadian to cheer for a Canadian team? Why is that a thing?
No. Like the worst that I remember. So there were well, as a Leaf fan, right? Toronto centric. There was the 2007 Stanley Cup final, to me, was the ultimate what side are you on for this debate, because it was the Ottawa Senators taking on the Anaheim Ducks. Yeah. And I saw a lot of bleed blue Leaf fans going, you know what, I just want to see a Canadian team win. And I'm like, the Sens no, I was cheering for the Ducks the whole way.
Then you're unpatriotic, Steve, as I've learned today.
Stop. I thought one of the most observant tweets that I've ever seen from a team account. Not everyone loved this team account, but I thought the one tweet that went viral was great. When the Kings played the Canucks in the first round in 2012, the Kings identified themselves as Canada's team because no one wanted to see the Canucks win.
Yeah.
It's David versus Goliath. Why would we want them to win? We got the third period coming, Drew. Get a paper bag, breathe into it. We're going to get to the action right now. I'd say good luck, but I'm impartial. All right. Third period. Oilers, Avs. Oilers up 3-1 after 2. Much to the chagrin of producer Drew. I have one job, and it's talking. And I often fail so miserably at it. If the Avs are going to get back in this thing, this line has to be a big part of it. Haven't seen nearly enough of them over the last little while. Super high event first period. Zach Hyman piggybacking on Cale Makar. Devon James on, scores! I think it was Nathan McKinnon with the tip in front. And just like that, 31 seconds in, producer Drew just came on at intermission. And said the Avs' bread and butter is shots from the point, and sure enough, there it is. Cale Makar somehow keeping that puck alive. Taves throws it on, and I think that's his goal. I think it goes off of Cody Ceci in front. Let's get another look at it. Taves, pew! That's off Ceci's leg, and I think Smith gets a part of it as well. And the Colorado Avalanche are now down by just one. 31 seconds in.
And Makar hits 50 points in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Folks, do not go away.
Goal and an assist for him tonight.
Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Well, that didn't take long, did it? You see Oilers fans still returning to their seats. Rantanen burying his man from behind. Didn't even have the puck.
Out to play it, Smith. Off the boards and onto the stick of McLeod. Left it for Nugent Hopkins. And
man,
Rantanen will.
I saw some people not liking that I was campaigning for the Oilers to get more power plays in the second and just there in the third. I don't care if the Avs win. I don't care if the Oilers win. I calls it the way I sees it. There have been a number of missed calls in this game going both ways. I mean, that's the playoffs, right? But I thought the most egregious ones benefited the Avalanche. Francouz stops the Duncan Keith 92-mile-an-hour slap shot, and we'll get an offensive zone draw for the Edmonton Oilers. Fewest career playoff games to 50 points. Good Lord. Bobby Orr, 39. Brian Leetch, 41. Cale Makar, 49 to tie Paul Reinhart. He's over a point a game in his career as a defenseman. How old is Cale Makar? Isn't he like 22? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. He is 23. 23, he'll be an ancient 24 in October. What a force of nature. Oilers win the faceoff. Bouchard. Pavel Francouz gloves it. There was an Oiler down in front. I didn't see who it was or what happened. Was that Cassian?
Manson going at it again. Watch his
Draisaitl off the draw. I can't believe he's still in this game.
His feet, and then Manson gives him a little bit of a tap
Hyman
too,
with the
and
tip,
there's
and
a great tip in front, though, right into the glove of
well
Francouz.
placed, but it goes right into the glove of Francouz.
Draisaitl had words with
Draisaitl,
Manson. We expect those kind of battles
if
to
the
just
Oilers
continue
season
on.
does end tonight, I assume we're going to hear what Draisaitl has played through.
We're told Puljujärvi is back. That's good news for.
And I can't imagine it's going to be one sentence long. Avs ice the puck. The Oilers get another ozone draw.
6 minutes more.
Puljujärvi back on the bench for the Oilers. That's big.
Obviously, the top players
That's
in
big.
this
The
time,
man
they're
with
gonna need some
maybe the longest tongue in the NHL.
Take their share.
Well, that's why I felt the beginning
I've
of
never
this
seen someone pick
first
their nose
period
with their
for
tongue
McKinnon line so important to try
as aggressively and as
to
often
accelerate
as
a
Jesse
little bit in this
Puljujärvi.
game. They've been
And he's young. He's only going to get better at it. Devon Toews and Connor McDavid battling.
Tied up by Tave, but able to
McDavid,
come up with the
once
puck.
again, in
Cycle
shark
back
mode,
towards
just
Draisaitl.
circling around.
there.
McKinnon
And
gets it
double
around to
down.
Makar. Gets it up the ice.
Big differential
Nichushkin chips it. Is this going to be ice?
The top
It is.
centers.
He thought he gained center. I wasn't so sure.
You know, it's kind of life or death here.
pretty
These
close.
guys know exactly what to
Here's
expect.
that battle
So
between
Taves
McDavid
not
and
giving
Taves.
up
I mean,
trying not to take a penalty.
Taves
He's gotta
seemed
get
to
his
be
arms out of the hands
fairly obviously
of
holding
McDavid,
McDavid's
and
stick
then
there.
McDavid with the stops and starts, just trying to create a little separation and find a way to get that puck to the net.
Yeah, and it calls it the way I sees it. I promise I'm not looking for him.
Now Nugent Hopkins against
Oh!
McKinnon.
Nichushkin breaks out with it. He will gain center this time, and Landeskog goes in after Cody Ceci. Mike Smith plays it behind the net. Puljujärvi picked off! Shot from Landeskog! Rebound! Oh, boy. Not the best pass. Avs offside. You're way
Well,
offside.
that won't bode well for
Let's
getting
get another
more
look
ice
at
time as we
that.
missed most of that
Puljujärvi
period,
just
and
sort of
the
going,
team came
not my
back.
best.
Watch the first play. All by himself. You gotta get
Pizza.
skating. The whole front of the
Delivery.
boards was wide open. Look at
Mike
it.
Smith with the
If you
stop.
look
That's
ahead, you got a place to pass the puck or to
where was
skate
that
it, and
going?
There's a big save by Smith as Landeskog
You
kinda
get chirped when you
surprised
hit a
by that
goalie in the
turnover.
logo.
That's
What about a
shot away.
forward when you're on the
Smith was able
breakout?
to task.
Burakovsky
So Ryan comes on with
loses the draw,
Nugent Hopkins. And
so the Oilers get it. Chris Russell, the seventh defenseman, with it. He can't clear the zone. Avs tip it to nobody.
Flip it to center.
Or rather, the other team. That's worse than nobody. Oh boy, Francouz out to play it. Bowen Byram seemed like he was going to get there with plenty of time.
And the puck did come out offside. as
We got a whistle.
Derek Ryan
Is that
sent it
offside?
back in.
Well, here's another challenge. You know, you're down.
can't
at
hear the
home ice,
broadcast.
you
Yeah, it was
battle
offside.
back,
Thank you,
have
producer Steph.
a little late jump in the second period to get
Man.
a 2-goal lead, and you get scored on in the first minute. I mean, these are moments for a head coach, too, to try to keep that calm on the bench. There's been so much talk from Jay Woodcroft to just focus on the little details.
How haven't we
Here's
played
the
even
biggest
3
test
minutes
here,
in
17,
this
14
third
to go,
period?
A 1-goal lead. Can you make plays, continue to keep the
Unreal.
puck going forward, and not allow the Avalanche to get any extended pressure?
Avs win the draw
Malone now comes
against
out
the
with
makeshift
Kassian and
sort
Fogle.
of fourth line of the Oilers.
Batted ahead, and Fogle will
It's not a hand pass?
flip it in the air.
Okay.
Pulled down by Jack Johnson. The new hook is Johnson got
Avs dump it. Oh, skips over Mike Smith's
Brad
stick.
Malone and 8
Comfer
regular
after it.
season games
Avs with
now.
pressure. Fogel falls
Has to
down.
play an important
Comfer
third
after it
period
again.
role here in the biggest game of this season.
We got some sloppy hockey here from the Oilers. to start the third period.
Playing as aggressively as they can. The D will be jumping up.
Avs just haven't been able to take full advantage.
They wanted a penalty there. No.
NAK loses his stick. I think it was slashed in half. Francouz gloves it down. I'm not sure either team is going to get a penalty for anything short of a lobotomy or something even worse, like a puck over the glass. Nathan McKinnon gives the puck away. Here come the Oilers with speed. They got a 3-on-2. Connor McDavid, Draisaitl. It's a 4-on-2. Shot, scores! Up and over Pavel Francouz. Zach Hyman. Zachary on the attackery with his second of the game. The Oilers double their lead. 4-2, less than 4 minutes into the third period. Producer Drew in shambles. Shambles on the couch.
Transition game finally started.
Avs really did look like they were crawling back into it, but a bad play leaves their top pair in an impossible to win situation. And Hyman, I'm not even sure he put that puck where he meant to. Oh, the skip I saw, I think Francouz gets a piece of it. It might have even hit him in the head. Sails up and over the shoulder, and that's a big celly from Zach Hyman. That's been a signature of his since at least 2016. And just loves that celly. And now here come the Avs, fast and furious. This period looking a little bit more like the first than the second, isn't it? Lots of time left in this game, which means the Avs could come back or the Oilers could win by more. Barry blocked. Goodness gracious. Cogliano around. Puck at the point. Just like producer Drew said, but stopped by Mike Smith. I can't believe Draisaitl is still in this game, let alone having an impact. Since, yeah, Hyman did kind of fan on it. Since that play where Draisaitl was doubled over on the ice, struggled to get to the bench, was sucking wind on the bench, since that play, he's got 2 primary assists. The heart, the guts.
7th 3-point game for Leon Draisaitl in these playoffs. Keith got turned around.
Avs! Oh! Golden opportunity. Someone's down in the corner for the Avalanche. New hook. Oh boy. No, that's Rantanen. And he's got to watch it. Can't believe there was no penalty there. Burakovsky with it. In front of Comfer, shoots! Oilers break out with it. Significantly higher event. Third period. You would think that would benefit the team that's losing. And yet they're still down 2, just like they were at the beginning of it. Ceci rocked by Burakovsky. Nichushkin in there with Nurse. Comfer's been out there for a hot minute. Nichushkin works it back. Oilers doing a great job stapling the Avs to the boards, but the Avs still hold on to it. That's a great play from Comfer. Looking for help, and he finds it in Nichushkin, who puts it on. He was looking for the face-off. He doesn't get it. The Oilers break out with numbers. It's a 3-on-1. Cassian to McDavid. Oh, he flubs it. He flubs it. And the Avs will calmly break it out. Landeskog with it. Into the corner. Wins his battle. In front. Oh, the Avs. Oh my God, McDavid's an amazing skater. I meant to say McKinnon, but I was right. I meant to say McKinnon, but I was still right. Landeskog. Watch it, buddy. You don't want it to go into that net. You want it to go the other way. That's how this works. I should make a coach. Manson slowing it down. 13:30 to go in the third period. Avs trying to draw the trip there. That was Cogliano. It's not going to work. Again, anything shy of a lobotomy is not going to get called. Russell with it behind the net. Woof! Smushed. Devon Taves, he's down. Puljujarvi with it. I don't have the numbers in front of me. I don't know who leads this series in goals, but I can tell you who leads in almost goals. It's Puljujarvi. Man, he's had so many chances. Chushkin fires it on. That's a great play from Mike Smith. I thought it was going to be an ozone draw. I mean, I don't think Nichushkin shot that thing thinking it was going to go in. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a start to the third. 4-2 Edmonton Oilers. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Don't go anywhere and send this link to everybody. We will be right back. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Producer Drew, who's watching this game in hyper anxiety mode, sent me this because he's doom scrolling Twitter. From Sportsnet stats, most 3 points game in a single postseason in NHL history. Wayne Gretzky leads from the 85 playoffs with 9. Wayne Gretzky is also in second from the 88 playoffs with 8. Tied for third, Wayne Gretzky from 93, Leon Draisaitl this year on 1 foot
And Zach Hyman thriving back along
with 7.
riding shotgun with McDavid.
How? Just how?
Two-goal game of the playoffs. 5 shots, 10 shot attempts in game 4 for Zach Hyman.
Absolutely unbelievable. 12:40 to go though. Lots of time.
Own zone, flipped it
They're not
across.
doing
picked
a wave,
off
are they?
Nugent Hopkins, who sends it back
In Edmonton? During a playoff game?
Around for Newhook, tied up by Derek Ryan.
I don't know why I'm disgusted. Some people look down at the wave, and I'm just like, I don't know. Isn't everyone just having fun? Look at them. They're just having fun. What's wrong with having fun? Oh, man. They're giving her, too. It's going to be a tough look if the Avs come back and win.
Chop past Draisaitl and McDavid. Back to the Edmonton line. We're 8 minutes into the third. Here's McDavid.
Uh-oh, McDavid! Stopped by the toe of Francouz. Man, it really does happen that fast, doesn't it? Oh, what a move by Burakovsky. Lehkonen. He hasn't been nearly enough of a factor in the corner with Burakovsky. He's been more of a factor as this game has gone. Still has it somehow. Oh, Byram almost gets it, shoots it anyway. Mike Smith will gobble it up, and we'll get an ozone draw for the Avalanche. 11:31 to go here. Here's that McDavid chance again.
But then the left pad able to be in position right on the doorstep. You could see Rantanen looking for some kind of
off the top of the game with Kane out, Yamamoto out, 11 forwards. We talked about who needs to be the best Oilers forward. I said McDavid because I like picking obvious answers. And yeah, Draisaitl's put up the points. And I'm not saying he's playing poorly. Playing like a stud. But he's just not able to do the things that McDavid is able to do right now. I've never seen, I don't know if I've ever seen a player do more with less than Draisaitl. And I'm not calling him untalented. I'm calling him injured as hell. Because he is. Oh, giveaway! Avalanche! Oh boy, that was a golden opportunity wasted. Byram! Rebound! Where is it? It's mine, Mike Smith! And they score! But you can bet they're going to review this. Mike Smith losing his mind. It is called a goal on the ice. Valerie Nichushkin shoveling it in. Producer Drew calling it a goal. But unfortunately for Drew, his opinion means nothing. just like it does in our everyday lives. Mike Smith, oh boy, that's just, he didn't need to make that decision. Avs put it on. Where's the rebound? So it was, oh boy, I think this is getting called back. I think this is getting called back, and I'll tell you why. We'll get another look at that. One of Nichushkin or Landeskog. I don't think you're allowed to do that, Mike. One of Nichushkin or Landeskog shoveled that in. Another one of them, I think, pushed Mike Smith. Whoa, they don't even review it? It's just a goal? What? I'm shocked. I mean, Jay Woodcroft has already been bitten by the review. And that's a 2-goal swing in a game where his team is leading by 2. Oh, boy. I'm telling you, man, in certain situations, I think we need to leave the penalty for a failed challenge up to the discretion of the refs. And I'm not pro putting more things into this up to the discretion of the refs, but you should be able to review that. If it ends up counting, it ends up counting. Fine, but at least you know for certain you got the call right. And now halfway through the third period, still half a period to go. It's a 1-goal game.
Into the third, game 4.
Oilers put a stranglehold on the Avalanche in the back half of the second period. The Avs have figured out how to generate some more offense. They got 2 goals already in this third, but they've given one up. Oh, wow! Huge hit in the corner on an unsuspecting player. Oilers shoot it. Stopped by Francouz. Wonder if we'll get a replay of that. No, I guess we'll get a replay of the goal. Oh, Darnell Nurse, I mean, really does save it. And Mike Smith not loving it. That's a tough position to be in, man. I think if your goalie javelins the stick towards the neutral zone, you should maybe review it. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. We'll be right back with this 1-goal elimination game. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Tell all your friends. Right now, they're going to be looking for a link. I want to watch the game. Send them this one. Or, go get a virus. Do whatever you want. During commercial break, producer Drew, this is going to shock you, said that was a good goal. And I am here to tell you, I am not sure.
In a Stanley Cup playoff season.
I need a few other looks at it. Woodcroft didn't want to risk the penalty for a failed challenge, and oh my goodness, where's the puck? Francouz is wondering the same thing. That's not good. Nichushkin breaks it out.
Find it. Hyman.
Oh, the Avs have numbers. It's 3-on-3 though. Shot blocked and it'll go out of play. Zach Hyman is down on the ice. What happened to him? Oh no.
Not sure if it's Hyman who was originally getting the trip.
Oh no. Zach Hyman has had knee injuries in the past. He got up under his own power though. But he does seem to be laboring on that right leg. And the Oilers are going to go to the power play here. What happened? Ooh! Nathan McKinnon getting the getting the knee of Zach Hyman and hyperextending it. I believe Hyman had previously gotten work done on his, I think it was his ACL. I don't remember which leg. But this is a huge turn of events in this game. Hyman on the bench, looks okay. Oilers have the power play with under 9 minutes to go here. Precious time where the Avs could be trying to tie it. Oh, Draisaitl had the game on his stick. And he hits the post to the side of the net. Oh, that could have been regaining the 2-goal lead. You give Draisaitl that shot 100 times, he scores 101 of them. Oh, I can't believe he missed that. Avalanche get it out. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. If the Avs come back, I don't need to tell you. I don't need to tell you. That's Hyman out there. Good to see him skating. Doesn't look any worse for wear. Probably a bit more frightened than anything. I mean, you go through what he went through fixing his knee. Barry from the point. Oh, I thought that was in. Francouz bats the puck away. It's in front. The Oilers will come up with it. 45 seconds to go. Hyman. The Oilers, and that'll be offside.
Offside is called with 43 seconds remaining.
You mentioned before the blocks. Jared Bednar's had a few. Yeah, it is the
oh, block off the glove for Cogliano.
Man, does that ever hurt? But on the
that's a tough one. I absolutely cannot believe Draisaitl missed that. He can't either. Oh my goodness. 43 seconds to go here in this Oilers power play.
There was a lot of net.
7:30 to go in the third. 30 seconds to go here in this Oilers power play. Puljujärvi. Nichushkin does a good job to chip it out. Sends it to Mike Smith. 20 seconds to go.
Now you got two defensemen on the ice for the Oilers just to make sure they have a normal setup.
A reminder of what happened 2 nights ago.
Ooh, Makar follows his man. Bouchard with it at the point. In front for Fogle. Great opportunity. No rebound available. Penalty is done. Oilers still with it though. McLeod fires it on. Stopped by Francouz. I don't think he saw that for a second. Bouchard puts it on again. Lots of bodies in front. Comfer chips it to the line, but not out. Puljujärvi does a good job wasting a little bit of time so the Oilers can get new men on the ice. Oh, that's a great pass. Here come the Avs. McKinnon scores! Nathan McKinnon off the rush. Producer Drew losing his mind. It's 4-4 with 6:30 to go in the third period. Can you believe it? Makar feeds it up the ice. Byram with a little chip. Lehkonen, I think, got it to McKinnon, and he just beats Smith clean. Playoff McKinnon is a bad man. And we got a tied game here in Edmonton with a berth in the Stanley Cup final and an entire season on the line for these respective teams. Producer Drew, baby. How's that heart rate? Nathan McKinnon. That's a bad bad, man.
Two-goal leads. McKinnon's
Avs have scored 3 times this third period.
And McCarr get the assist.
Rantanen coming up with the puck.
Rantanen tried to center it. McLeod comes back.
McLeod coming out with it.
McLeod wide on Eric Johnson. Looks to center for CC.
Oh, CC was winding up for that one. He wanted it. Kulak! Stop by Francouz. Rebound in front. Goes to the corner. The Avs will get it out. Rantanen in a... Oh, do we have a penalty? I think we do. A hold. Who's it going to? Judging by the camera and the face of Derek Ryan, it's going to him. Oh, I am surprised it was called given what has gone on in this game. But when you get the hand in the face, a little bit of a slew foot, which Oilers fans I know will think is pretty rich, given the Landeskog Draisaitl stuff from, can't remember if that was game 2 or game 3. Late in the third period. Goals 4-4 in the game. 3-1 for the Avalanche in the third. And the Avs go to the power play. And I don't need to tell you what's on the line, but I'm going to anyway. Oilers lose. Season's done. Pack it up. Go home. It's a short trip. You're in Edmonton. Avs win. Stanley Cup final. In this group that has been together for so long, some of them, has a childhood dream realized. But I don't think their childhood dream was winning the Western Conference and losing in the Stanley Cup final. So maybe that's an exaggeration, but every kid dreams of playing in the Stanley Cup final. And the Avs are a goal away. Oilers could force Game 5. Then all of a sudden, even though you're the road team, get Evander Kane back. Avs still don't have Kadri. You never know. If you don't believe it's possible, I don't think you've ever watched hockey. This sport is ridiculous. Case in point, this game that began 3-1 at the beginning of the period is now 4-4. Avs win the faceoff on the power play. Zach Hyman out there to kill it. McKinnon. Makar puts it on. Where's the puck? Behind the net. Avs pressure. They lose the zone, though. 5.5 minutes to go here in the third.
Zach Hyman out in a penalty kill roll.
Hyman hounding Makar. Makar unbothered. Bothered enough to circle back. McKinnon real casual with it. He gets it over the line. Landeskog works it back. Makar shot! Goal! Mikko Rantanen goal! 5:13 to go. The Avalanche on the power play with their 4th goal of the period. Unbelievable! 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 Producer Drew feels a sweep coming on. The Avalanche have taken the 5-4 lead. What a shot from Mikko Rantanen, fed from Makar. What a laser beam along the ice. 5-hole it looked like on Mike Smith. And Derek Ryan, that's got to be a bad feeling. Mikko Rantanen, the man who drew the penalty in the first place, scores a power play goal, and now the Edmonton Oilers have 5 minutes and 13 seconds left to save their season. What drama in Edmonton.
Well, now with your season on the line, you got to find the energy.
I can't believe it.
If you're the Oilers now to get away, to don't give up anything more.
The Oilers were winning 3-1. coming into the third period. The Avs are winning the third period alone 4-1. They have a 5-4 lead with 5 minutes to go. Connor McDavid in seek and destroy mode. He wins the puck battle because of course he does. Here he is again. Shark in the water. Darren Helm pokes it loose. He's got to beat McDavid, which is kind of tough, and he does. And it almost goes in. What?
Almost curtains.
Mike Smith having to come up big there. That is not how I thought that play was going to go. Draisaitl gains the zone.
McDavid to Draisaitl.
Floats it on into the chest of Francouz, but that'll be an offensive zone draw for the Oilers. Do the big boys stay out there? What happened here? Helm picks off McDavid, chips it around his man, out-muscles McDavid, and almost scores a nasty goal. Darren Helm? I'll be frank with you. When he scored that series-winning goal against St. Louis, I was like, Darren Helm? That's a name I haven't heard in a long, long time. And here he is, 4 minutes and 21 seconds away from a berth in the Stanley Cup final. Avs can't clear the zone until they do. 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the third.
Just over 4 minutes to go. Oilers need one.
Too early to think about pulling Mike Smith. Whoa! Almost squeaking in there. Here comes the choo-choo train. Valeri Nichushkin chips it in. He's alone. 1-on-3. Help arrives. And his name is JT Compher. Oilers break it out. Zach Hyman! Oh, what a play by Hyman. He had absolutely no help, though. Byram gets it out for the Avs. Compher. Oh! Big hit. Oilers will break it out with numbers. Here they come. McDavid gets it across the Draisaitl. He scores! He scores! Zach Kassian might have been the one who finished it off, but the Oilers tie it at 5. Can you believe this game? Can you believe this period? Can you believe this building? Drew can't. There he is. Drew can't. Nurse running over Mikko Rantanen, who mere moments ago gave the Avs the lead. Oilers break it out the other way. Draisaitl again puts it on. I don't know if he's the one who ended up scoring it, but Zach Kassian puts it in. Let's take another look. How is Draisaitl doing this? How are the Oilers doing this? 5-5 with 3:22 to go.
Draisaitl's night to bring his team back to a 5-5 tie.
Oh.
Zach Kassian with his second of the playoffs. His first
Come on,
game
Koff.
Game 5
Come on, Koff. Not now.
Angeles.
Not now.
What a third period.
You've been bothering me all series, Koff. Not now.
To open this series at 5-5.
I like tweaked the muscle in my leg. That was wild. Zach Kassian all around it in this game. Tough start. Took the penalty that gave the Avs the 1-0 lead. We've talked about that. But then he drew 2 calls and forced a puck over the glass penalty and has now tied it at 5s with barely over 3 minutes to go. Now it's 2.5 minutes to go. What a game. What a game. Fourth line for Colorado. Huge faith in his depth by Jared Bednar here. Burakovsky out there as well. Taves. Floats it on! Ooh, hoping for a squeaker, but Mike Smith stops it with 2:15 to go in the third period. This is pandemonium.
Kassian finds himself out there with McDavid and Draisaitl. Doesn't go by the
yeah, it was Kassian who finished it off.
Coming back the other way, right out your man, and you said it right into
the yikes, he rides Landeskog into the boards, and that hurt. Thank goodness for the curved glass there. That's one of those things where now that the hard stop boards, like the turnbuckle essentially, now that those aren't there, you kind of wonder how it ever was. What were we thinking collectively as a community, as a society, allowing that to happen? Offensive zone draw. Big boys versus big boys. Line one versus line one. McKinnon throws it on. Stopped by Mike Smith. And Shushkin going after it, and that one sails wide. Here comes McDavid. Partial 3-on-2 for the Oilers. Here they come! Stop by Francouz. Rebound! Oh, boy. Ballsy pass. Can I say that on the stream? I don't know, but I just did. McKinnon! Spins. Fires. Doesn't go. Oilers coming out again. Fire wagon hockey. This rules. This rules. Minute 45 to go here in the third. And it's starting to look like next goal wins. Rantanen. Oh, Lehkonen rocked by Derek Ryan. It's knocked down by Rantanen. Avs put it on high and out. That must have felt great for Derek Ryan, sitting in the box as Rantanen scored what, until a moment ago, was the series-winning goal. But then the Oilers tie it yet again. God, McKinnon's a bad man. That's a bad man. Minute 28 left in. What do you want to call it? The third? Regulation? The series? Who knows? We're about to find out. Avs put it on. Loose puck in front! Landeskog can't quite get to it. The Avs working back to the point, which they like. Blocked in front by Nurse. Oilers get it out. Big bump at the blue line there. Minute 10 to go in the third. That is a confident play from Cale Makar. Most other players make that. You call them stupid. Devon Toews to Rantanen. Off the side of the net, almost in front. McDavid fighting off McKinnon. Chipped wide. Toews hounded by McDavid. Thrusts it out of the zone. Where is it? Deep into the Oilers zone. No ice. 37 seconds to go here in the third. Oilers leave it behind. What happened there? They'll get out of their zone, though. Here comes Zach Hyman. Poked. And get the puck out. That's not a bad play. JT Compher into the corner. 24 seconds to go. Nichushkin in front. Compher with it. Bowen Byram at the point. Oh, what a shifty move. Throws it on. Tip. Stop. 10 seconds to go. I'm still not convinced this is going to overtime. And that goes into the Avs bench. We'll get a face-off here.
With 2.2 to go as the puck hit somebody at the Colorado bench.
You know, every race is just
holy hell. There's that battle with McDavid and McKinnon. I don't know if it was McKinnon's stick or Toews got it off McDavid's stick. We always knew the series was going to be more than McDavid versus McKinnon. But gosh, it's fun. Gosh, watching those two play hockey is fun, and watching them play it against each other, oh yeah, that's the good stuff. 2.2 seconds to go in the third. This game might have 3 more goals in it. 3.4! Maybe even more. Offensive zone draw for the Oilers. They win this clean, they could win it. Draisaitl wins it. Goes back to the point. They flub it. And folks, it was 3-1 Edmonton at the beginning of the third. Rantanen puts the Avalanche up 5-4. Cassian ties it with a second of the playoffs, barely over 3 minutes left in the game. And we are heading to overtime. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle I am Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. This is silly. Do we have any questions in the chat? Do we have any questions in the chat? Well, I mean, here's a question, and you can help me out, chat. Who's winning it? Someone has to. We'll be here all night until someone does. I keep choosing Newhook as my guy for the Avs. I'm going to stop that. I think it's going to be, oh man, it's going to be one of two guys for the Avs. It's going to be Rantanen or McKinnon. I'm not picking them because they're the Avs' best players. I'm picking them because they're the Avs' best players tonight. There's a difference. And because I'm a sucker for a good story, Draisaitl for Ed money. Because how? How is he doing this? What does he have? 4? 4 points? You know what? It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Individual numbers, awards, accolades, none of it matters. They're nice. The players who win them, they're proud. Connor McDavid, he doesn't care. He's already got a bunch. Draisaitl, he doesn't care. He's already got a bunch. They want to win the cup. They want to win a championship. And yeah, they're down 3-0 in the series. But you got to win tonight. Andrew, why is Mike Smith a young goalie, unless they were named Mike Smith, I don't think could ever play the way Mike Smith does. Because you're either young or you remember what it was like to be young. You ever start a new job? What'd you do? You walked in there, bright pink suit, screaming at the top of your lungs, chest puffed out, demanding to know where your parking spot is? No! You tried to lay low. You tried to not make an ass of yourself. You're like, all right, I'm just going to get through the first day, try not to look too stupid, and we should be okay. It's with a little bit of experience, a little bit of age, you start getting a little bit of swagger, maybe saying some things you wouldn't have used to, dressing a way you wouldn't have used to, acting a way you wouldn't have used to. Mike Smith, I mean, he's got the brashness of a man who has lived a lot of life. Now, I'm talking about him playing the puck. Man. Avs scored 4 goals in that period. You'd like a save on at least one of them. That Rantanen one? Tough. Justin, favorite song right now? I am going to pander and say La Bamba. Producer Drew like, boo. Lauren, how many working limbs does Draisaitl have? I have to assume he's like, remember the game Mortal Kombat? Remember Goro? How he had 4 arms? He's like that, but with legs. Kind of like a centaur. You know what I mean? Like a centaur. Do we have stuff? We need a couple more minutes? No, it's okay. It's totally okay. We weren't the game was 3-1 heading into the third. It's not like we were like, all right, what are we airing in overtime? We're going to go to a feature soon, but not yet. Take some more of your questions. Oh, and I hate this one. I hate it a lot. But I'm going to answer it anyway. Nathan, how many overtimes will it take? You watch AEW? You watch wrestling? You know Danhausen? I put a curse on you for asking that question. How dare you? I mean, I just watched that third period. We'll be lucky to get 5 minutes. It's going to take one overtime. I don't know how far into that overtime, but it's going to take one overtime. Famous last words. But I've been watching this game so far. Okay. Of all the games that have gone to triple, quadruple, quintuple overtime, how many of them were 5-5 heading into the overtime? Not many. Not many. Mick, can you please do an impression of the Edmonton and Calgary skit? I want it. No, man, it's too hard. It's too hard. It's So there's an old promo, I can't remember from when it was, but there were two games happening at once between Edmonton and Calgary, and one of them was Edmonton and Calgary in Edmonton, and another one was in Calgary, and it was Calgary versus Edmonton in Calgary. And it was all very confusing, and it was part of the preseason, and it makes my head hurt. Warrior, have you ever played Dungeons and Dragons? No, I have not, and it's not because I don't want to. It's just because I haven't. There's lots of... I'm one of those guys where you got to put it in front of me, you know? Don't make me do work. You got to put it in front of me. You know what I actually really liked? And I didn't play it until like a few years ago? Settlers of Catan. Yeah. That's a fun game. I almost got a shirt that said, I don't want your bleeping sheep. And that's one of those ones where if you've never played it, you don't get it. And if you have, it's, well, not hilarious, but you probably breathed out of your nose a little faster. I'm going to take a look. I know I said points don't matter. All that matters, if you're the Avalanche, is making it to the Stanley Cup final. All that matters if you're the Oilers is preservation of your season. But I want to see what the stats are, because this game is a silly goose. Hits 42-30 in favor of the Oilers. Shots 40-35 in favor of Colorado. Draisaitl has 4 assists. Leads the Oilers. McDavid's got a goal and 2 assists. That's only 3 points. What a bum. What a bum. Where do the Oilers get this guy? What was he, some depth pick? McKinnon with a goal and an assist. Landeskog with a goal and 2 assists. So I guess he ended up getting the goal that Mike Smith thought should be called back, and he might have had a point. Cale Makar, a goal, 3 assists, -2. That's so silly. That is absolutely silly. Alex on our social team made a meme of me with Danhausen. See, it's hilarious, Alex, but a lot of people don't get it because they don't know who Danhausen is. And does that deter me? No. So something to keep an eye on if we do get into deep overtime, which, again, I just don't think we will. Makar has played 28 minutes and 12 seconds. Devon Toews has played 27 minutes and 22. Josh Manson, 14 and a half. And Jack Johnson, not even at 10 yet. Bednar hasn't really been afraid to use his fourth line, but he has been afraid to use his third pair. On the Oilers side of things, alarmingly even with 7 defensemen. So Chris Russell at 9.5 minutes, but remember, that's actually a lot for a 7th defenseman. No Oilers defenseman is over 20 minutes. Duncan Keith, 15, CC 17, Barry 17, Nurse a few seconds shy of 20, but still under. Kulak, a few seconds shy of 16, and Bouchard, 18.5. It's up front. They got some ponies. I have no idea how he's done it, but Draisaitl sitting at 24.5 minutes. That's preposterous. Even Ryan McLeod has played more than any Oilers defenseman at just under 21. Nugent Hopkins just under 22. And Connor McDavid, 26 minutes and 1 second. Zach Hyman, who got hit in the knee dangerously, 22 minutes and 32 seconds. 2 goals. Unreal. Bird, are you going on vacation when the playoffs are over? Are you excited? I'm not going anywhere. I would like to hit a cottage, which is something that you say when you don't own one. Hint, hint, everybody with a cottage. No, I'll find a way. I'll find a way. No vacation, but something that I am looking forward to, and you can call me dumb, and I don't care. My wife's grandmother is visiting from Scotland. We typically see her like once every couple of years. My wife is from Scotland. She was born there, moved here when she was 11. And she has never met her great-grandson, our son, and he's 2, so almost 2. She's going to be here for his 2nd birthday, and I think that's amazing. Yes! My buddy Matt just texted me, come to ours. I'm going to a cottage. Let's go! Matt, if you're a listener of my podcast, his cottage is the one where I have my kayak that I abandoned. I don't know the last time I saw that thing. I don't know the last time I saw a cottage. We're going to take a quick break. We got Kelly Rudy on Tim and Friends talking about the Avs and Oilers in the series. And when we come back, we'll have overtime.
We've got a good Alberta boy in studio, Kelly Rudy, joining me. Thank you for doing this as always.
Thanks, Tim. My pleasure.
Are you surprised at how we got to 2-0 Colorado?
Well, obviously I'm hesitating, so to a certain degree, because I thought yesterday, Edmonton played quite well. In particular, the first period was fantastic, and then you heard Chris Cuthbert say in 2 minutes and 4 seconds the game turned, right? So, and Elliott did a great job last night in the second intermission explaining how every single time that Colorado scored, it was actually easy mistakes that are correctable that the Oilers made, right? So it's not as though you look and say, man, Colorado is just incredible and their firepower and you can't match it, although I have to give Kadri incredible credit for the game he had. He was well, he's been great in the entire playoffs, right? Yeah. So he has just been at a different level. But I think I look at Edmonton and I go, there's no reason why they can't climb back into this series. There's no question to me.
One of the things that worried me a little bit was I was shocked that with Pavel Francouz in net, that McDavid and Kane and Draisaitl were outshot by Nathan McKinnon 11-7. Like I just looked at that and I'm just like, I thought they would try and pepper the new keeper. What did you see there with Francouz and the matchup?
I'm smiling because that always goes back to my career. I'm thinking, I'm in the net, we're facing maybe a youngster or inexperienced guy, and why don't we have 15 shots in him in the first period and 20 in the second and continue, right? And so that was kind of like a mystery. He did a great job. I said last night, and I know Elliot and Jennifer were teasing me after the second intermission because I said he was solid. He didn't have to be spectacular. He made some really big, timely saves, which are always important. But I thought McDavid, Draisaitl, Kane, I thought even in the first period, they were exceptional. But their play dipped, and I'm not sure why. But that can happen, right? Like I thought, we talked about in the first intermission, I thought McDavid was at the same...
Won the series against Calgary. Avalanche 2-1. Here's Draisaitl over the line. Curls inside the line, shovels it in front. Taves is there.
We're back. I left to blow my nose for 1 second. Overtime here, game 4. In Edmonton, 5-5. Whoa, in front, loose puck. Avs come out with it. I'm out of breath. I ran. McKinnon shovels it in deep. Nichushkin out there.
At the line onside, but Eric
McDavid.
there defensively.
He wants it.
It does come out. Draisaitl.
Oilers offside until Draisaitl gets off the ice. Puck over the glass. A minute gone in this overtime.
The danger on both sides. You're
No goal just yet.
in this game, but you also have to have, because of the matchup,
Pardon me.
a defensive positioning in
I was
mind,
mid
and you saw both
blowing my
guys trying not
nose.
to get caught out there too long,
And we're coming back. We're coming back. Oh. Okay.
Derek Ryan comes on with
Avs win the faceoff. Eric Johnson.
Mikko Rantanen. JT
Rantanen.
Compher, Andre Burakovsky.
Oilers shovel it around. Where is it? It's behind the net. McLeod can't get to it. Bang! From Eric Johnson, but it's deflected way high
Deflects out of play.
and out of deep.
Compher's been real a comfortable player for Jared Bednar with Kadri going out. We saw
There
the
is
goals
no
that he's been
way
able to score 5
we
in
see
the
more
last
than one overtime,
4 games, and so
Steve said at 11:07 p.m. Eastern.
Act, and every face-off is a critical one as both these coaches look and say, okay, where's the draw going to be? It's
We'll
on
see.
the right side, so you
We'll
try
see.
to get someone on the strong
But
side.
I'm feeling pretty confident on account of this game has had 10 goals. I'm not a math guy, but I'm pretty sure that's a goal every 6 minutes. And if I'm wrong, please don't correct me. That's embarrassing. Makar, what's on? There's the series! Mikko Lehtinen! Mikko Lehtinen? Am I okay? Lehkonen! Lehkonen! Scores! Producer Drew! Jumping all over the place. He doesn't care that I got the name wrong. Oh, they're reviewing it! They're reviewing it! This is the one you review! Producer Drew! Producer Drew! You okay?
The Oilers are waiting.
Oh my God. What happened here? What are they reviewing? I think it's an automatic review. Bang! Oh, they're looking at the high stick. They're looking at the high stick before the rebound. I don't know. Let's see it again.
With a second effort getting that one back.
Let's see it again.
That look won't help
Oh
us
boy,
there as it's
not going to get much there.
late getting.
We need to
Lehkonen
see a
does
slow-mo
great job
version.
getting the first piece of it, and now the officials will have to take a look to ensure
Arturi Lehkonen.
this is a good goal.
Mikko Lehtinen? The dude who was a Leafs and Blue Jackets defenseman for 5 seconds? Makar throws it on, and oh man, it's cut off. We can't see. We can't see from that angle. It's got to be real convincing for this to come back, though. Ah, man. I'm just guessing from that angle. I don't think this is coming back. Producer Drew holding the broom. Holding the broom. Let's get a look. Let's get a look here.
Good look at it, but let's see.
Oh, man, that's close. Yeah, look at Drew's reaction. That's close. Smith had it.
That's close, isn't it?
Does make the initial stop. What do we got? What do we got? He's celebrating. Goal! Don't get an injury! Don't get an injury in the celebration! The Edmonton Oilers have been eliminated.
Both these teams trying to get over a hurdle.
Arturi Lehkonen with the dagger in overtime.
Of the second round for the Colorado Avalanche, it had been 20 years since they got there as well. The emotions.
Mike Smith
The agony of defeat.
So far.
Both
For the
these teams
second
making
straight year,
strides this
Arturi
year in
Lehkonen
development of their top guys,
sends
and
his team to the Stanley
this
Cup
is a
final.
heck of a game 4 that ends off the stick of Lehkonen.
The captains lead the handshake line. McDavid and Landeskog.
He scored
Well, how about Pavel
the
Francouz
eliminating
coming
goal
in with Kemper out,
against
and he
Vegas
ends up
last year
just playing some great hockey to keep his team into it.
to send Montreal to the Cup final, where they would end up
Connor McDavid with
losing.
7 points in the
This
series.
year,
And Francouz has become a bit of a cult
he
hero
sends
in
the Colorado Avalanche to the Stanley Cup final,
They embraced him from the
where he will
moment
hope for a
came
better
on.
fate.
Relief of Darcy Kemper.
And there's McKinnon with Draisaitl. You know, even as a
The
competitor,
Colorado
you look on the
Avalanche
other side,
complete
you know
the
how much
sweep
guy's hurting
of the
and how much
Edmonton
he's going
Oilers,
through,
but
and there's some great respect
that was no
from two
normal
excellent
sweep.
players.
That was hard fought,
Series
hellfire
started
and
with a bang and an
brimstone,
8-6
blood, sweat, and
win.
tears.
Didn't quite live up to all the expectations. I think
Pavel
maybe we were hoping
Francouz.
they'd all be like tonight.
Will he start the Stanley Cup final?
When you think of the Oiler coaching
Hard
staff,
to know.
Dave Manson watching his son Josh
Hard to know right now.
getting an opportunity to go to the Stanley Cup final. Always a difficult time coaching against your own son.
Dave Manson, father of Josh Manson,
Another step for Connor McDavid
in the
and
handshake
Oilers.
line. That's got to be surreal.
Here comes that
They're about to shake hands.
handshake for the Mansons.
You're grounded.
Seed 1 was going to the final.
That's what I'd be
I
saying.
think Mom's probably happier. It's
Jay
her
Woodcroft
son.
needs a
Let's
new deal.
check in with Kyle and Nathan McKinnon.
Well, Nathan, about 10 days ago, it was just about finally getting over the hump.
A lot of young guys to get into the lineup.
Stanley Cup final. Tell me what you're thinking.
It's crazy.
What's going to happen in net?
I know we knew tonight. We
Lots
could
of
advance to the
big,
final, but
big
it just
questions.
kind of seems like a surreal thing, but job's not finished.
Yeah, let's listen in. Let's
Not by
listen
any
in.
means. We'll see who we play next series, but we're excited, man. And obviously we had some injuries, but we're ready to go. And you know, we don't feel like we're done yet, and we're going to give it our best shot next series.
You talked about the Vegas series last year. You guys got hesitant at one point. What was said in the second intermission tonight, down 2?
That's just experience. I mean, the playoffs, it's all about momentum swings. We knew it would go in our favor eventually. You know, we were dominating that whole game. Tough last 10 minutes of the second. We had a great third, and we probably should have won it before that. So, awesome full effort. Kale, unbelievable tonight. Awesome goal by Lucky, and super excited to go to the final here.
We'll see you there, Nathan. Congratulations.
All right, thank you.
Chris.
Well, Nathan has said that they haven't
Wow.
won anything. Now they've won something. Not what they absolutely want to win, but
Not
it's
satisfied.
another step en route.
Nathan McKinnon,
They are now the
who's not the
Western
captain, by the way. I
Conference
always have to remind
champions.
myself. It's Gabriel
And
Landeskog.
there will be a presentation
Because McKinnon's so good.
Clarence Campbell Bowl here momentarily.
Well, you think of the headliners on both sides. They
There's
gave
some
us a
sad
heck of a
faces in
performance
Edmonton.
this game, especially, and Nathan McKinnon talking about Cale Makar, the type of impact he has.
We're going to get a trophy
Played center for part of this
presentation.
game, got a-
For a second, I'm like, why are you still on the ice?
Kadri out, and the top guys showed up, and you know now all of a sudden you start.
I
dreaming.
think we
You've
should
been
stay with it
dreaming about this
for
as
a bit.
kid,
Can we
all
bring
the way
on
through
Drew?
your
Is Drew
minor
available?
hockey, and then even
Is
in
he
your pro
crying? Is he
career,
hyperventalating?
and
Is he-
goal, as the details often
Are you
do.
gonna get
a
an-
face-off win by Darren Helm, another veteran guy brought
Yeah,
in here.
he just needs to
Takes
turn on his
deflection,
mic. Let's get another look at
he
Mikko
stays on
Letnin's
that
goal.
and pounces
I feel
that
so
one home.
stupid.
For back-to-back years,
Arturi
Lehtinen
Lehkonen.
sending his
Where the
team
hell
to
did
the
Mikko
Stanley Cup
Lehtinen come from?
Two players who are added this season and
Hi, Drew.
have certainly left their
Hey,
fingerprints
what's going
What'd
on?
What'd you think of Mikko
Avalanche.
Letninen's
Time
goal?
for the trophy
Mikko Lehtinen,
presentation.
Arturi?
Here's PA announcer
I
Al
said
Stout.
Mikko Lehtinen on the stream, and I feel so stupid.
I wasn't listening. I think I hit my head off the ceiling. I don't even know what happened. Yeah. Whew, I'm out of breath. What a game. That was insane. They better not touch this trophy, I'll tell you that much.
Are you? Yeah, you're a believer in that?
Steve, look at my facial hair. I'm very superstitious.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I assumed you weren't looking like that on purpose, like because
Don't
you thought
do
it looked good.
Don't do it. Oh.
Whoa! Shaking hands with Bill Daly, that's pretty gross too. I don't know.
Yeah, he's not going to do it. All right. Yeah, I mean, what a controversial call. I mean, it hit the middle of his shaft, so you can't tell it's over his shoulder or under his shoulder, but it was real close. But
I'm still surprised they didn't review the. I think it was the one that Landeskog ended up getting.
The Mike Smith one, yeah. I mean, Woodcroft worried about a penalty. I guess you don't want to give Colorado a power play and make it a twofer.
No, it looks like you're gonna get your wish, bud. Someone's touching it.
Who?
Yeah, they're touching it.
Oh no.
McKinnon and Landeskog.
Oh
but they're not
no. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't like it.
They look
not happy.
Yeah, it's almost like it's weird. The left side, none of them are smiling, and the right side, they all are.
On the one you want,
Look, they're emphasizing that he's touching. They're like, look, his hand's on the trophy.
Yeah. I mean, come on, Drew. Didn't Sidney Crosby put this to bed in 2009?
Yes. I'm pretty sure Tampa touched it too, didn't they? The last 2 years?
Yeah, like
I don't know. I mean, credit the Oilers. If Draisaitl's fully healthy, I mean, can he play better than? I mean, he's 30%. He's getting
4 points.
It's insane. How about Lehkonen though? Back-to-back years, he puts his team in the Stanley Cup Finals with an overtime winner. How crazy is that?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm gonna throw it out there. The best 62 in NHL history. I can't think of another one.
I'm trying to think of another one. I don't know.
Another 62. Watch, it's gonna be someone like legendary.
Yeah, 100%.
Wow.
It looks like one of those NHL video game photos where it's like just generic face. Like that's what that looks like right now. Where you're like, the team is the Stanley Cup, and it's just generic photo.
Years ago, you joined the Colorado organization.
Did you have?
What does a night like
here, let's listen into your captain, Drew.
It's obviously very special, and it's taken a long time to get here, and a lot of tough times. But this is a big step, and a big step in the right direction. And now we get to rest up and get ready for 4 more.
So last year, Arturi Lehkonen scores the goal that sends Montreal to the Cup final and is the hero for you guys here tonight. How well has he fit in?
I mean, he's just fit in so well, and just a great addition overall. And he does so many things right and so valuable for our team. And he's just such an easy guy to have in the room. And obviously he's got some experience and just fits in really well. And we're happy to have him. And obviously that's a clutch goal at a key time.
Seemed like just before the presentation, some guys were asking Joe Sakic, what
he
did
got
we
his
do?
name
Was
right.
it a group decision to touch the Campbell bowl?
I don't know. I mean, obviously we haven't been here before, and we didn't know. There's some guys wanted to touch us, some guys didn't. Joe said do whatever you want, and who cares really? So, that's not really the one we came for, and we're ready to reset here and get back to work in a couple of days.
Dave, congratulations. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Trophy's just sitting there on the ice too. Damn right, that's not the one we want.
It's true. I mean, you don't want that one, but I feel like if some of your teammates are telling you not to touch it, you don't touch it. But I guess you're the captain, you make the call.
It's funny. Like he's talking about it's taken a long time to get here, and I'm like, Gabe, come on, like that's so dramatic. And then I look, I knew he was a second overall pick. I forgot it was 2011.
Yeah, man. The Stastny, Landeskog, McKinnon line was pretty crazy.
Dude. Oh, this poor guy. His phone's probably blowing up.
Why would you sit there after? I'd be so devastated. I'd be out of there as fast as I could.
Oh, I don't know if my legs would allow me. Like, I think they would just buckle. I think I would try to go up the stairs and I would buckle.
And how much worse is it to see a review? Because then you're all devastated and you're like, wait a second, maybe we have a chance. And
don't do that. Don't give me hope.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Producer Drew, your team's going to the Stanley Cup final. What do you think?
I think it's going to be even more nerve-wracking. Another 6-7 games against the Rangers or Lightning, both very good teams. We'll see, I guess. We'll see. Maybe I'll be back on the stream for the finals if we do them.
What does your wife think?
It's hilarious because my wife is a Habs fan, and we had our daughter last year, and now so our daughter's brought in her team to the Stanley Cup Finals, and now my team to the Stanley Cup Finals in back-to-back years. I was like, what a life! Like, both your parents' teams. Come on, what's Leo doing? He's slacking over there.
I know he's not even 2, but I tell you what, he's grounded. he's grounded. I'm gonna wake him up to tell him he's grounded. Oh man. Oh well, it's not his fault. His dad's a stupid Leaf fan, and we all got choices to make.
Yeah, exactly.
Got choices to make, man. What do you think as I guess, an outside observer of the Edmonton Oilers now and going forward. They're tough to read, but I have a hard time thinking that their future is bad.
It's tough because you make the West Finals, but then you lose 4-0. So do you look at it like a regular trip to the West Finals? Like if you're Final Four, you think you're right there. But to me, their defense is not right there, and it showed. I mean, I may be a little bit biased, but I don't think they were on the same tier as Colorado or even St. Louis. So I think you have to revamp that defensive core, maybe get another depth forward. But obviously with that top-end talent, they're never out of anything. I mean, people thought Calgary were going to dominate them, and they beat them in 5. So with those two guys leading the way, you never know. But I think they need to fix up that D-core a little bit, maybe get a little younger on the blue line.
It's tough to know who they add this offseason, but I got to think next year we'll slowly see Stuart Skinner take the net away from Mike Smith by season's end.
Is Mike Smith done? I think he might be done.
Dude, he's got another year on his contract.
Yeah, I don't care what his contract says.
I think he does.
Fair. Okay.
I think, like, okay, so you can retire whenever you want.
Exactly.
I'm looking it up right now. You can retire whenever you want, obviously. The problem is when you retire, you're throwing money into the toilet. We've seen players throw money into the toilet.
He's earned enough money in his career, though, Steve. Let's be serious.
So according to Cap Friendly, $48.8 million in career earnings. Next year. No, so here's why he's not retiring. His contract, it's a $2.2 million cap hit. He made 1.9 this year, 2.5 next year.
Yeah, that's nothing to him. I mean, yeah, I guess.
No,
but
it's not.
I don't think he's a starter, though. I don't think he's a starter. You think he's still the starter next year? That's an issue then.
No, but like also starters don't generally make 2.2. Like I think that's fine for Edmonton. I actually think between him and Stuart Skinner, they're in a fine position. They just need maybe a third guy.
Maybe they go after Darcy Kemper. He's a UFA.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could. That's a tough one. It needs to be a real upgrade if you're going to deny Skinner.
Yeah, that's fair.
That opportunity. I don't know.
Yeah, all I know. How many minutes did Holloway get tonight? Not many, and I don't know why.
I lost my page for the stats because I was too busy looking up.
Here, let me look it up.
I was making sure Arturi Lehkonen actually got the goal last year for the Avs.
100%.
Oh, dude, I'm such a mess. I'm so rattled that I screwed up that call. I'm sorry.
Okay. It'll only live in infamy forever because we're gonna clip it and we're gonna post it and it'll be funny. Let's see, Holloway.
I'm so pissed. No, don't make it a TikTok sound, producer Steph. Stop that.
Holloway played 327 the entire game. Come on,
dude.
You're only dressing 11 forwards and your up-and-comer Hobey Baker Award finalist only plays 3 minutes.
You know what's funny? He was a +1. Tied for the team lead, I believe. Yep, he's tied for the team lead.
That's rough.
+1. Yeah, like why'd you dress the guy? Did he really show you in those less than 3.5 minutes that he wasn't worthy, or did he get hurt? Maybe he was hurt.
I didn't see him get hurt. I mean, I just think you inject the young blood in the lineup to use him. You don't just let him sit there.
Yeah. I don't know if I agree with that. That's like with that decision, I should say. Mikko Lehtonen. What a disgrace. Should we wrap so that you can party on this lovely Monday evening?
Yes, so I can watch the highlights for another 2 hours straight and then go to bed with still adrenaline in my system. Yeah, probably.
Isn't that the best?
Yeah.
Watching your team win and you're like, cool, and now I get to watch the highlights on repeat.
Yeah, 100%. People are like, why are you watching? You just watched the game. It's because it was awesome. I wanted to rewatch it. Thanks.
Why do you listen to your favorite song over and over and over again?
Exactly.
Because it rules. Shut up.
You talked to me earlier about Colorado Avalanche moments that I'll remember. Lekkonen's OT winner to send us to the Stanley Cup final. There you go.
Arturi Lekkonen. I will never forget the name.
Did you
ever
screw it up
again.
last year? I wonder. I wonder if we could clip it and put them together. Maybe do that voice and be like, Arturi Lekkonen sends them to the finals. Cut out Habs and switch it with Avalanche. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. I haven't said the name Mikko Lehtonen. I haven't thought the name Mikko Lehtonen in maybe a year. I don't know where it came from. Here, let's wrap. I'll get my disgraced face off of the screen. Drew, you can do it with me. That is it for this edition of Watch the Stanley Cup Playoffs with Steve Dangle and producer Drew. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like the stream. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. His name is Arturi Lekkonen.